I've been trying to take notes. So
Okay.
so
That's awesome.
we're looking for the lantern because the lantern can decipher the book, and the bad guys want the lantern, so we want the lantern. We're in the mountains east of the hills, and we made it through the mountains after a few nights. It started snowing and stuff like that. Then we got attacked by ogres, um, and
And we kicked their butts.
we did kick their butts. Um, we who had the dream about the opening?
That was
would
the
be-
cleric.
That was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Gunthrid.
Gunthrid was using his powers of prophecy, and because I was lost, like I had no idea where we were going, uh, and he used his powers of prophecy to lead us to what we think is the opening into the ground, into the tunnels that we're looking for, and it's shaped like a maw, so I think that's a good sign. And we are entering the tunnels right now. Yeah, and that's where we left off.
We did find a cave with the 6 ogres, right? It had a few items in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
And
it smelled real bad.
It smelled bad, and an ogre fell off a hill and slid down. And when we dropped him.
All right. So that's kind of covered it. Did I give you enough info there, Sir Finfall?
Yeah, I actually watched the recording this morning with my morning
Oh, okay.
coffee, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
I watched you guys kick ogre ass. Yes, it was very impressive.
I think one of them got lit on fire. Did they not? I can't. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, with that Molotov cocktail that Gunthrid threw over the top of the hill. Yes.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, the first ever cleric throwing a fireball.
It worked.
Yep. So you guys have entered the back of the cave, went down, and currently the Nero has his light source out, which is very bright, so you can see pretty far. And let me get I think I described this last week when you guys started, but where is what I'm looking for? I don't know what I can do. I'll put it here. There's no generic there, so it must be up here. Give me a second. I did this last week, but I want to just make sure it's... There we go. Let's zoom back in so the image looks decent. So the ceiling is about 10 to 15 feet high. Passages are typically 10 to 13 feet wide. Unless, otherwise specified, you'll see the map itself should, indicate basically the width. But if you have a question on height, it's going to be 10 to 15 generally, within a large cavern. The passageways themselves are about 10 feet tall. So not your typical dwarf for Drog and Gunther, not typical dwarf height. They are... You'll see stalactites, stalagmites every now and then. There are lichens and fungus. As you can see up here, you can see some of them. Little bitty growths of what look like just some kind of normal looking fungi growing underneath.
So it's a natural tunnel?
Other than the stairs you came down, it looks all natural. You do see wear and tear on the floor itself, like there's like a way, a walkway between this, where the fungus is and the stalagmites. There's nothing in that path. Nothing recently that you can tell has walked this way, but you can tell at some point there was a lot of traffic in and out. So with that, you guys can see a passage up ahead about 10, 15 feet to your left. And then straight ahead, it opens up into a larger opening.
Does it look like, like bats on the ceiling and bugs on the ground, just like nobody's been there in a while? Or does it show signs of kind of intelligence creatures moving in and out and, driving out all the bugs and the critters? So
other than the worn paths, that are that you can notice. It's very easy to find on the floor. You don't see any signs of any kind of civilization. But that said, it smells like bat guano or some kind of distinct. You don't see any. I mean, you can actually see like there's splatters of guano on the floor in here. You don't see any bats in this particular section, but you can tell that at some point, maybe later on when nightfall comes, they may go out this way or they may go somewhere else. You don't know.
Okay, so it smells like natural stink. That's good.
Yeah. It smells like a cave to you, a normal cave to you. You and Gunther both. It seems fairly normal, other than the fact, at some point in the past it was traversed a lot.
Right, well, I say we head in with the two dwarves, looking out for traps and sliding, shifting walls and doors and stuff like that. So.
Okay. How about both you and Gunther give me a blind gem d6 roll, please? Just waiting on Gunther. There he goes. Oh, you guys both rolled the same. And you did not find any, as you guys are moving forward, you don't notice any, pitfalls or traps of that sort. You do notice that the passage is kind of inclining down, but nothing abnormal.
Okay.
So I will move you guys forward a little bit. I'm gonna keep the game paused. And you guys tell me where you want to go, and I will move you. That way, we kind of I have a better idea where you're at.
Does it look like it's been well traveled?
An entrance to the left?
Yeah, is that an alcove to the left?
Yes, yeah, that's what I mentioned when we first started. There was an opening to the left, and on not recently.
Okay, well,
go ahead.
I wanna cast find traps.
Okay, go ahead and do that. Target yourself, put the effect on so we can keep track of it. Let's see. I am noticing people that a lot of you guys are overweight. Yep.
Yeah, but I've been that way since like high school. So.
No, I meant encumbered. I'm just checking people, make sure I didn't mess up something. Yeah. Okay, we're good.
I'm light.
Okay.
Intentionally.
Okay.
And this, there we go. This light stone that I have, it's got an intense light. So this cave is bright.
Very bright. Yep.
Yeah.
So if there was anything that was looking for you, they could definitely see you in this space.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword for sure. I'd like to take a peek over there to the left and just see what I can see.
I was gonna say somebody ought to scout that side tunnel.
Yeah.
See if I can move you guys over. The walls are a little off. All right. So you peek over in there, and it looks kind of narrow. It doesn't look like it's been used. It doesn't have like that same sort of wear and tear, of people going across it a lot. You don't see any, in fact.
Does it slope up or down?
No, it kind of stays the same level that you're at. You look around and you can kind of see indications that there's a lot more of some kind of waste in here from maybe bats or something.
I'm gonna go in about, I'd say 3 or 4 yards, and I'll just hold up that light stone, and I want to just take a peek how far I think it's just a natural alcove. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so it veers down. Proceed in same thing right to the
you can ping the map, just click and hold, and it'll do that. Left mouse and click. There you go. So you want to move to there? When you get to there, you immediately start hearing this chittering, like insects sort of, and maybe even a buzz sound whenever your light goes all the way down to that end of where you can see. I think you can see all the way down there with the light. But as soon as the light, and it's fine until you come around that corner, and as soon as you do, you immediately just start to buzz and flittering sounds from way down on the from down the passage. It sounds insecty sort of sound.
I was I didn't have that push to talk down. I don't see any carapaces, eyes in the light.
No, but
Any
you do see that down at the very end there are piles like these. It look like almost like stalagmites, but they kind of have a glisten to them, like they are piles of some sort of waste from something similar to like maybe like a bat sort of thing or something.
Yeah.
You're not sure, but
Yeah. Well, what we need is a fireball right here. I'm gonna go back and inform them that I think it's a uh, natural tunnel system, and that there's wild. You know what? From the noises, could I actually identify what type of creature we're dealing with here? The flittering and the sound.
you know, this is one thing that we were talking about Hackmaster on your Discord. One of the things I liked about it is they had a thing like a non-weapon proficiency for what your knowledge on that sort of thing, and there's really nothing like that in 2E.
Did I hear
give
class based and also like just with intelligence or
you can give me, I mean, I guess you were a fighter. You were a fighter at one point. Give me a blind GM intelligence check -2. And if you want to move down there and look yourself, Jalaman, I mean, whenever he got around the corner, all of you could kind of get the sound. It wasn't as loud as it was for him, but you guys definitely heard the sound trigger when he went around the corner.
Okay, so when Drog hears that, his military experience is going to kick in, and he's going to try to get everybody to form up with anybody with armor and a shield in the front.
It's
casters
Sturgis
in the back. Yeah.
You know exactly what it is, Nero. For whatever reason, you rolled the best you could possibly roll. You rolled a 1.
That's how I roll.
So good. But so since you rolled a 1, I'm just going to flat out tell you it sounds like Sturgis. You've heard them before for whatever reason, somewhere in your past. You've had some experience with them. You recognize the poo, the sound, the chittering, all that, and you're like, okay, guys, this is Sturgis.
Then the bloodsucking birds. Is that what
they're awful. Yeah. So, you don't want one of those latching onto you. I don't have. Let me check my spells. Well, first of all, I'm going to inform everybody what we're dealing with. That's a given. And let me consult my spell list. Well, I do have Fireball, and I do have Wall of Fire. I don't really feel like pulling a Baldur's Gate and just throwing a Fireball in there without at least seeing one target or the area, but...
I have Hold Animal up. I could probably get 1 to 4 of them.
Okay, so it's 1 to 4?
Yeah, and I'm maximum weight of 400 pounds, so if they're not huge...
Pretty good. Yeah, they're not huge. They're just nasty. You don't want them latching onto you.
That's per level. Yeah, so like an 8th level can do 3,200 pounds of mammals, or 800 pounds of non-mammals.
So this tunnel, how many of us can get side by side, walk side by side down this alcove?
It's probably going to be single file. It's pretty narrow.
Now,
do we need to deal with these?
Exactly.
We could bypass them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever you move back up and where you got, as you guys are talking, you kind of notice that the chittering and whatever has kind of subsided.
Yeah, it disturbed them. They're like big mosquitoes. Yeah, and you make a great point. Why? I mean, sidetracking into some natural, tunnel system with these things. I'm either way. If you guys want to.
How about let's scout out that north big cave? If they're connected, we may have to deal with it. If they're not, then maybe we don't.
That's probably a better place to fight anyway.
Right. We might round the corner and realize that the opens right up into the main chamber that we see right in front of us. Okay.
So before we proceed, I wanted to point out, Gunthread, you cast the spell. You need to place the effect on yourself. You still have yourself targeted, so if you click that effect, Find Traps, it'll put it on you so the timer it tracks. So you should just be able to click that Find Traps effect, and it'll put it on you. There you go. All right, so I'm going to put Nero back over here. And then you guys wanted to move closer, or did somebody want to scout forward? Right now, you guys can all see pretty much straight into the large cavern. And in fact, from here, you can see these, let's see, where are the weird faces in bas relief. Those two, like here and here, are carved into the walls. That's what you can see from here. You know, if you want to see more detail, you have to move in and look. But you can tell those are carvings. Those are definitely not natural.
Let's move the formation up right into the cave entrance.
The front
whole
entrance?
formation. Yeah.
Okay. Put you here.
So we're talking about like Prometheus style, like statues like in the wall, faces like carved in the wall.
Yeah, great. All we need is a xenomorph.
I know.
No.
Hey, what
No,
kind
not
of
that.
faces are they?
All right, so you move in a little closer. You can see all these little white spots. You can kind of tell if you zoom in close. They look like faces. Now, you can only see from where you're at. You can see the one here and the other two that you saw. And those look like, let's see. You see one that has dog ears, another one that has tusks.
Oh, interesting.
The other one looks like a humanoid face.
Can I get up to right? I can't hold the push to talk down and do the ping at the same time. Right here.
Do you want to
So
move
that I
up to
can-
there?
Yeah, so that I can get an angle on.
Okay, I will unpause so that you guys can, kind of do what you want to do. You can click on your token and then use the arrow keys to kind of move a step at a time, a square at a time, and you can get a view as you move. You can see the faces all around the room, and there are varying types. Like I said, some with dog ears, some with tusks, some that look like they're old, some look like they're young, some look like, orcs or humans or elves,
This place is awful, man. And you couldn't have more splits in the road than we have here. I see at least 8 different ways to go.
Plus the cavern with the Sturges.
Yeah, and that looks like it terminates. When I was in there, Mike, I could see the far end, right? That
Yep.
it terminated.
Yep.
Okay. What are these green thing? Is this fungus on the ground? Like
Yes, the
giant-
little green
Okay.
things are Drog and Gunther both will recognize it as. It's just a natural sort of growth that where there's damp and dark, they grow. It's probably
Yeah.
growing off of the poop from bats or sturges or something else. Drog and Gunther know they're edible, but they're not very good. They
It's
don't
our
give you a lot of
survival
energy.
food if we lose our
Yeah,
rations.
yeah. It's not very good, but it's something you can't eat. But Drog, as you get to that point, this face right here. Let's see.
Magic
A
mouth.
mouth appears on it, and it says, "Turn back! This is not the way." That one right there.
That was a
What?
lucky
What did
guess.
it say?
Turn back. It's not
Oh.
the way. I I was being a smartass with magic mouth and. All right. Can
Yeah,
do
I
it?
almost that image I sent to you from the Hackmaster DMG where it has
Yeah.
I almost put that in here as just to show
That
you
would've
guys
been
what it looked
great.
like.
Yeah. As can I? Well, you tell me when if you need to check. But can I identify it as magic mouth, like specifically, because of my arcane
You can use a
background?
spellcraft check, do a blind GM roll. Jog, did you want to do anything specific after that happened?
No, not necessarily. I'm gonna let the wizard and the magic people sort that one out. So.
Okay. Sir Finfall and Jason, do you guys want to do anything while they're examining or trying to look at the face on the wall?
Yeah. Is there, I know that we saw some sort of traffic first coming in. Is there any indication of like any of these caverns that are splitting off that one may have been traveled more than the other?
Good question.
So
Very good
the only passages that look like they don't have like that normal wear and tear. I mean, there is some. It's not like the one you guys found to the left where there was none, but this one here and this one here kind of look a little less traveled. Okay, so, and Nero, you are not sure what that is. It doesn't look like something you're familiar with, whatever it was that did that.
Oh.
So it wasn't like this sort of
So I don't recognize
fluid
it.
mouth. It was like the stonework actually opened up and said the words and said things. And in fact, Drog, whenever it did that, you saw a glint of something behind the mouth, inside of it.
These are like animated. It's so.
Stick your hand in there.
Yeah, exactly. So Magic Mouth, I don't think it's Magic Mouth that we're dealing with, because I would know Magic Mouth usually is to like set people, scare people off and everything, but I don't think that's what we're dealing with here, at least, right?
Well, I got a survival knife. I'll go. Let's see if I can go pry the thing's mouth open. So.
Yeah,
Do you think the others will talk?
I feel like all of these things will talk. Yeah,
But are they all going to say it's not the way? What if one of them says it is the way?
that's a good point.
You guys want to try that or not? I will unpause. The reason I've paused it is because time pauses whenever I hit pause, because I want to give you guys a chance to discuss.
Yeah.
If I unpause, time tracks and buffs and like the fine traps will
Hey,
time.
how about everybody stay there and Drog steps over to the one to the east and we'll just see what happens.
Does Gunther see any traps?
He does not.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Drog, when you get to that point, it says the same thing. Turn back! This is not the way! And again, you see a glitter of something every time its mouth opens, you can see a glitter of something shining off of the light that Nero has.
The
So
next
just-
time the mouth gets open, I'm gonna go with whoever goes to the next one. I'm gonna stand close. I'm gonna hold the light into the mouth, like right next to the mouth, and look when it opens and see what I can see.
Okay, Drog, what were you gonna say?
That's fine. Same thing. Let's. I was going to ask, does it keep saying it, or does it just say it once when you walk up?
No,
to it?
it's as you get within close to it, it says that, and then the mouth closes.
All right. So you walk away and come back, and it does it again. Yeah.
Yep, it absolutely does.
So there's one of these heads, it looks like, at the mouth of each of these exits.
Yep.
So,
I would say other people go
yeah.
stand in
Let's
front
see
of
what the
each
others-
one and see what they have to say.
You guys the game is on pause. Feel free to move where you want to. And whenever, Jolliman, you get there, that face says the same thing. Same thing for Nero. Same thing for Sir Finfall for that one.
Did I see something in the mouth?
Yeah, all of you do. It's not very hard. You see some kind of glittering, sort of reddish flicker in the back.
Ruby.
Who's got good dexterity?
Or what about Gunther? It's
Not me.
Same. They all said the same thing.
All
You
said the
see
same
a red sort of glittering something in the back of its mouth. It has a tongue too. When it speaks, its tongue is moving around.
Oh, that's definitely fleshy or like a stone tongue.
Stone. I mean, when it speaks, even the mouth is kind of grinding. Like if you could imagine, like granite grinding against each other. That's what it sounds like.
It's like labyrinth. It's like the oubliette in the labyrinth. All right, well, and when I got real close to the mouth and held up the light, I couldn't identify what the gleam was.
Give me a D10 bond jam roll. Gunther, give me. Actually, you don't need to give me anything. In that cave that you're looking at in this direction, you can see the walls are carved and chiseled. You see forms and figures. You can't really tell what they are. There's certain things that kind of stand out. Like you can tell, like, oh, it looks like somebody has carved an image of a fungus in the stone. You can't really tell much more from that from where you are. Nero, you did not see anything other than like a red glitter in the back. Not going through Nero, sorry.
How far back?
Like on the back of its tongue. Whenever it was speaking, it was kind of, the glitter was kind of bouncing up and down. That's why you couldn't really tell what it was.
Okay, one.
I'm gonna alert the party that I see something, and then I'm gonna move in a little more.
Okay, how far you want to go in? Kind of ping it where you want, like just hold the mouse down where you want to go to. I see where your thing is. About right there? Okay. Oh, I'm trying to move you right there, but yeah, there we go. All right, as you move in closer, you can tell that the things are creatures and things that you would find in the, in a dungeon environment, where you guys grew up, like in an underground sort of keep or something. It's fungus. You can see carvings of fish, that are blind. They kind of have like no eyes. You see some insects. In fact, in some of the carvings, you can see some sturges, things that you would be familiar with, underground. And the carvings are far superior to the stone faces in the outer area that you guys have seen. You can see stone chips on the floor as well.
I will take a moment and see if I can call on my god for a prophecy.
And I didn't look that up this week. I'm sorry, I've been too busy with that stupid cabinet stuff. Give me a blind gem roll wisdom check, please. And what are you focusing on?
The passage that we need to traverse.
Okay. Just waiting for the roll. Let's see. You see a dark cave. You see a pile of boulders, and you are facing those boulders. You're looking at, you're facing, the boulders, and on left and the right, you see passages that angle off right and left, and that's what you get.
I don't see anything before I get to the boulders.
Nope. It's the image you see is just like you're standing in a pile of boulders, maybe rubble, and it's covering some, maybe the passage in front of you, and then left and right you see angled off, to your left and to your right. You don't know the direction, or you don't know whether it's north or south. It's just left and right, and they're not like straight off, T's. It's like angled off like a Y on both either direction of the pile of rubble.
So Nero is where he can see me, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So just FYI, that's going to take a bit. So let's go ahead and let other guys, and we'll come back to you. So Jolliman, Surf and Fall, do you guys? I will start with Jolliman. Do you have anything specific you wanted to try?
I just wanted to poke my head down that cave a little bit on the far left.
Okay. You just want to look down. It looks
Yeah,
a lot. Doesn't look much different than the cavern that you're in. You can see kind of off about here. It looks like the passage continues. There's a left that you can take here, but it continues on straight.
Okay. And then I'm going to go follow the guy that has fine traps up.
All right. Sir Finfall, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting a little worried that we're spreading out a little too far, and that Gunther is going down one of the less traveled hallways.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I want to kind of go over there and let's say, hey guys, let's regroup, pick a hallway, and let's go down it.
Yeah, Drog's kind of freaking out that the cleric went off by himself, so he wants to move up into that cave and make sure there's some backup.
So Sir Finfall and Drog, both of you guys come in, and as each of you come up, you hear, "Turn back! This is not the way!" And you can see the glittering thing bouncing on the back of its tongue. Jason, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so loved.
I'm gonna activate my ring of invisibility,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna follow those guys.
Do you know how to use that?
No, I have no clue. I didn't know there was a way to use it.
Yeah. So if you go to your combat tab, you have under your actions, you have ring of invisibility. Yeah. If you click on that, it'll put a thing in the chat, and then you will target yourself and put the effect on you. And by the way,
where you are.
Yeah, nobody else except for not yet. Something that Spencer has been discussing is trying to figure out a better way to deal with activations of actions and spells, and so it may change that whenever you click an action, it actually pops up a thing like it does for weapons. So we're going to test some of that stuff, but just something we've been talking about.
Hey, Mike,
And then-
before we move out, Drog wants to use his knife and try to pry the mouth open on that face right there.
When
Just
you
to see
stick
what
your
happens.
knife in, it's like a statue mouth. It won't pry open.
Ah, okay.
I wanted to wedge my. I just don't have anything to wedge in there because I really want to grab what's ever in the back of that thing's mouth.
Now, whenever you, like, if you back up, I mean, you know this now, you guys have moved up, like, if you back up and move into it, it'll start speaking. If you want to try to, stick your hand in there while it's speaking, you certainly can try, but whenever it's not, the mouth is not active and speaking, the mouth is like stone. It just is solid.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well, I
move.
can use one of the handles on one of my hand axes.
I have
That
an
way
iron
for-
spike.
Yeah, iron spike. That's a good
So
idea.
I just don't have the item to do what I wanted to do. Yeah, if we can like try to fish it out, that would be great. I'll help.
All right,
either
so
way.
let me figure out which. Jason, what is you're moving up? Are you moving, or were you going to do anything after being invisible?
I was going to move up to where those guys moved up, but specifically to test whether or not the mouth activates when I come close
Okay.
to it.
Ooh,
So you
good
move
test.
you move up to there, and it doesn't say anything. But Sir Finfall, you can see him now. And Jolliman, you said you wanted to move over there next to Jolliman whenever you were done. Is that correct?
Yeah, follow those guys. Yeah.
Right.
So
I
you
want to try something.
Okay.
I want to look right at the statue and say, well, good sir, then what is the right way?
It doesn't respond.
It was worth a shot.
Anybody else?
Negative.
How rude.
Yeah, it doesn't talk. So Drog, you wanted to try something. Let me come back to you. What did you want to try?
Well, I think it was
I'll give you an iron spike.
whoever had this. Yeah, give me the spike, and so let's move back, and then move forward. And when it opens its mouth, cram the spike in there.
Okay.
That's great.
Give me a dex check, and you can do it out in the open. And we'll see if you can time it correctly. Oh,
That's a no.
that is a no. You try to time it right, and you stick your hand up there, and you miss time, and right when the mouth snaps shut, you try to stick it in there, and it snaps on your hand.
Well, I wasn't trying to get all the way, just the spike, but either way, it's fine. Yeah.
And you take 9 damage in your hand, just trying to wedge it in. I mean,
Yeah, I
if I
got you.
misunderstood, I thought you were trying to put it in there as like to keep it from shutting. Is that what you were trying to do?
That's cool. I mean, even if I jam my wrist cramming it against a rock, it's kind of the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
lose
not.
the
It's
iron
not. It's
spike?
not the rock. It was the mouth snapping on your hand.
Yeah. Well, I was really thinking more to stick the spike in there, less so my hand. But
Okay.
if I was expecting there to be, room to move the spike, and all of a sudden there's a stone, then I'm now crashing the spike in my hand into a stone. So
Okay.
either way, I'm not gonna.
So it seems like if you try to stick your hand in their mouth while they're talking, there is definitely a risk of them kind of clamping on your hand and causing some damage. Anybody else want to try anything?
Did I lose the iron spike?
Yeah, it kind of ate it.
Okay.
I didn't chew on it or anything. It just kind of closed its mouth. He yanked his hand back, and it's like all bloody.
Okay, I have 2 more left.
I'll try it if no one else will. If you want to hand it to me.
Yeah, go for it.
You want to
I've
do
got
it?
them along to use, so let's use them.
Which one are you doing it to first off? Ping the one you want to do.
Okay, let's do this one right here in front of me.
Okay. All right. Give me a dex check out in the open. As you move forward, it starts speaking, and you try to wedge it in there to where it's like a tooth. I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Now, if that's not what you're trying to, I'm imagining you're trying to wedge it open. Oh,
Oh my god.
oh, not good. Same thing happens, and it hurts.
Crit.
And you only take 1 damage, or actually
Wow.
3. Sorry.
That's for getting the 20, right?
Yep. Yeah, what you were looking for
I got one
is.
more left. Does anybody want to try?
Good lord, we're getting some. I have great decks, so this is hilarious, man. You know
Yeah,
what? I'm
nat
gonna
20
try it again.
sucks on those.
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
Let's just try it again. This is why not at this
Okay.
point? We've lost.
If Chalaman will give you another iron spike.
Yeah, go for it, man. It might make me not encumbered. So.
Okay, do it again. Dex check out in the open.
There we go.
You manage to, as soon as he's saying like it is not, you jam it in there and it's like in his mouth just kind of half open, and it seems like it keeps trying to close it, but it's not closing. So it's like in a constant state of movement, but one side of it's kind of stuck up.
Okay, I'm gonna take a good look this time at what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna hold that light in there. I'll stick.
You see a red gem in the back, glittering on the back of its tongue. It is still trying to close its mouth, but you can tell that it's back there. It's an actual gem.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it and pulling my hand out immediately.
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
Should I try to pull the spike out, guys? Those can come in handy. Could I take the hilt of my sword and try to pull?
Why don't you get the gem first, and then we'll.
Yeah. After I'm just saying, retrieve the spike. There should be two in there, right? Yeah.
You want to risk your weapon?
Not really. No.
I think the spike's disposable.
You can borrow my scimitar.
Spikes are good, for jamming doors, and we just blew 3 of them.
Yep. Well, that's why I got them, was so we could jam doors shut if we needed to rest. But I mean, I'm okay using them here. That's fine.
All right.
Maybe
So you stick your hand. You stick your hand in the back, and you can see the mouth is still trying to close, and it can't close because the spike is in the way. You grab the thing in the back, you pull it out, and as soon as you do, the mouth opens up just a little wider. The iron spike tilts back, falls into the mouth, and it snaps shut.
After
but you
the
did get
gem's
it
out, or without?
Yeah,
so
after the gem. I put it in your inventory.
Thank you, sir. This is a very nice gem.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks really nice. You would need to have I forget what it's called. There's a non-weapon proficiency appraisal. Yeah.
So does the mouse still talk with the gem gone?
That's a good question.
If you move up to that one that he just pulled out, it does speak, and you can see back rattling around in the back is 2 iron spikes.
Interesting.
So he's got a speech impediment now.
Yeah, he does. How many of these are there in this room? There's
each one of those little white spots with faces.
Oof.
6 of them.
That is quite a lot of loot, man.
So somebody was speaking during all that, and I don't remember who it was. I'm guessing it was Jason. Maybe it wasn't. Somebody was asking a question. I guess not. Okay, we'll not worry about it. All right. So, knowing all that, what?
Yeah. Well, I'll pocket this thing, or I'll put it in the pouch we can divvy it up later.
Okay. All right, so you guys still see that Gunther is he's kind of kneeling down, and you can see him, he's doing what he does, in the mornings whenever he normally prays, but he seems like he is in the meditation state.
He's looking for guidance.
Yeah. You guys have seen him do this several times before, so you're familiar with what he's doing.
My eyes are all cloudy and rolled up in the back of my head.
So, Sir Finfall, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna wait until he's done with that, but just watch over him. So when he's done and comes out of his trance, then we need to regroup.
Okay.
Smart, yeah.
Is that what everybody else would like to do? You like to wait? Nero's been pretty busy. Jolliman, Drog, and Jason, you guys want to wait?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Drog's working on his bruised hand.
All right. So you guys wait long enough, and then Gunther, you come out of your trance, and you saw the image you did. You notice now that your party is kind of nearby. They're all looking at you like they're waiting.
All right, gentlemen. I've been told something. We're looking for a path that has boulders in it. And then the path goes left and then right.
Well, it's a start. Boulders in it.
Did I see any boulders down the one I looked down?
Nope.
Hey, Mike. Let me pause just a second. I got to run around the. I got to take about 15 minutes to run over to my daughter's house and back. She's out of town, and
No problem. Go do it.
There's something on her porch. I got to go get out of the rain. So about 15 minutes, I'll be back. I'll just leave everything running and muted.
Okay.
But just know I'm not here. So.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right, bye.
And Mike, one question. It says Nero acquired. Where is this in my gear? I do not see it.
It should be at the top of your list, right below your scabbard. Yeah, I see it in your inventory. You can do F5 if there's some like visibility issue, and it may correct it.
Yeah, I'll read.
I've had the same thing happen on this side where a player will see something in their inventory at a certain spot and I don't see it. So I think there's like some kind of database sync problem sometimes. And it could just be my connection is not that great. I'm on Spectrum and Spectrum is just not that great. All right, guys. So he's aware. He sees you. What do you guys want to do?
I'm following.
I don't know that we know any more about which path to take.
Yeah, it's like literally flip a coin at this point. But I mean, we have markers to look out for, but we have no direction from this. So pick a cave, any cave.
Except knowing which two paths are less traveled than the others.
And the boulder.
I will mention that the one that I'm actually standing in has carvings in it, and if anyone else saw those in the ones they explored.
No carvings.
No carvings.
There is a way to the left on the far left passage, though. Looks like it might go down towards the Sturges. I don't know.
I think the Sturge one terminates. It's kind of like a natural
Then maybe not.
fissure. You know,
It might go someplace else.
Yeah.
And the one that Gunther is in that has the carvings is one of those that is less traveled.
Well,
Gunther, you can hear the sound.
Further in.
Hold on a sec. You can hear the sounds of metal tinking on stone ahead of you. That's Gunther. You can hear it. Nobody else can.
I'm going to make a motion that I'm hearing sounds up ahead.
Okay. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
Well, if there's activity.
sheathing my long sword, and I'm going to proceed up with the others.
You gonna move forward, Sir Fenvault, or what?
Well, if everybody agrees, then let's go down this hallway that Gunther's in. If he's hearing something down there.
Activity, yeah.
I'm gonna unpause, let you guys, let you move a little bit. Just kind of move, click on your token and use the arrow key. Just kind of keep in the position that you want to stay in. Don't worry about Drog. I'll just assume he's with the party. When you get to there, let's see. You can see these short little guys. They all have picks. They're all kind of tinking like they're carving something into the stone. And let me see. I think, yeah, I've got an image. Ignore the snake thing, but you see the little guy there on the left.
Oh, he's adorable.
He's like, they're all kind of like working, and it looks like they're carving stairs up, and they're chipping away at the roof of the room. And let's see. Whenever
DM or
sorry?
Sorry, go ahead.
So whenever Nero moves into the area and the light hits about right there, they all spin around and let's see.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And let's see, Gunthrid and Drog, he's up there. Drog both understand this, and maybe Gunthrid will pass this on, but they speak in a language that's somewhat familiar. It sounds sort of like Dwarvish, but it says, "Douse that cursed light, stupid!"
I will douse the light, but I mean, is it pitch dark in here?
Yes. There's no light.
Out. Turn it off and see if you can see.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
As soon as you
Playing
shut it
GM,
off, it's
did
like,
you do that?
no. I will let you deal with. I have a thing for you and Draw here in a second, but I'm waiting for Nero.
Toggle
Okay.
the light stone off.
There you go. He can't
No,
see.
I can see.
You can't see it all.
I can see.
You can see where you've been, but you don't know what's there.
Right.
You see none of your party. Yeah. So, all right.
I see.
Gunther, you're asking a question.
Work nibbling?
No. So this is what you can see them actually from where you're at. I will send this image to everybody. Those of you that are blind, pretend you don't see it. That's what you see, and it looks like they're carving stairs.
Well, that's an appropriate image considering the light source and
Yeah.
too fond. But I can't see
Yes.
this at all.
No, you can't.
Although I did see them initially yelling at me about the light. That's
no, you couldn't see them. They just saw the light before you even got into visual range.
Okay.
Yeah, Nero, I mean, do you have any kind of like hooded lantern or anything?
Let me check.
If you
So-
don't, I think I still do.
While he's dealing with that, Gunther, give me we'll just do an intelligence check out in the open.
I'm thinking these might be like just worker bees.
Yeah.
I don't have a hood lantern, but I have several torches.
I have a hooded lantern and everything that I used to have to use. I could give those to you. And a hooded lantern might reduce the light a little bit, and then at least you wouldn't be a beacon like a huge lighthouse.
Beacon in the lighthouse.
You can at least cover it.
Appreciate
Gunther, you've not seen them before, but you've heard tale of these sort of creatures. They're called Pecks. They're an underground dwelling sort of they're not like bad guys or something that, hunt people or anything like that. They typically are considered kind of like, they're similar to dwarves, although they don't have beards and they're a little more primitive. But their carvings are sought out because they're very good at it. And, now you realize that's probably who was carving the things in the walls. And as I said, you can see that they are carving stairs up, although you don't see why, but you can see, all you can see is the ceiling, but they're carving through it.
So when they were talking, did I understand any part of what they were saying?
You heard them say, "Douse the cursed light, stupid."
Is that what everybody else heard? Just me and Drog.
I heard dwarfish.
Yeah, it was dwarvish. Drog would have passed it on. He would have told Nero, "Hey, turn your light off."
Yeah, I can't speak dwarfish.
Okay, so I will ask them what they're building it for.
Well, let's see if I need. Oh wow, I cannot type. So you're asking in a friendly way, or a threatening way, or hostile way, or indifferent way? How are you asking?
A very friendly way.
Okay, I'm assuming you're doing it in Dwarvish.
Yes, in Dwarvish.
All right, so give me a 2d10, and you can roll it out in the open. If you have modifiers for your, let me close.
Are you wanting 2d10 or percentile?
2d10, it's actually 2d10. You have no reaction adjustment. This is an encounter reaction. So that is 16. They take a defensive stance. They kind of all turn and just they got their picks in their hands, and they're they look kind of scared and of you. One of them in the back is speaking in a language you don't understand. It has kind of a dwarven sort of accent, but it's not it's not a language that you understand. And they're all kind of moved into a formation where they're getting in where they expect you guys to attack them.
I'll hold up my hands and say, no threat in Dwarven.
I screwed up the trade. Sorry, dude.
Okay, I'll try it again.
These guys are called picks, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of like the things, the name that they used in Willow, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It was PICH in there. I think here it's PECH. They kind of seem to relax a little bit, but they're still kind of cautious. And they say the one in the front says, what was your question? You said something.
Information. Why are they building the stairs?
We're not digging. We're making our way to a larger cavern above us, and then it leads out of the caverns themselves. But we have no other way to get there, so they're making the cave, or not the cave, the stairs to the cave.
I whisper to Guthrie. Ask him for whom?
Well, first I want to ask them, is there a cave that has many boulders?
You're going to need to be more specific, is basically their response.
A cave with big rocks, and it serpentines like a snake. Of course, I don't know if they know what a snake is, but
they kind of like confer with each other, and the one that was speaking says, I don't know what you're talking about.
who are you building the stairs for?
For us, we want a place to sleep and live.
Are you trying to get away from something? Is something hunting you?
No, is their response.
Where does this cavern that we're standing in... Oh, wait, does it end where they're... I'm sorry. Does it end where they're making the stairs where we're standing right now?
It looks like it, yeah. There's like a dead end, and they're carving the stairs and the ceiling upwards.
Okay, sorry, I just didn't scroll the picture down enough to see the rest of it, so...
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the only image of it that we have. It was provided in the adventure. And Jason, from where you're at, it looks the same. It's a dead end. Looks like they're carving upwards. They don't see you.
Yeah,
All right, so
see much reason to go this way.
I will say a small blessing over them and say we will bother you no more.
They don't.
They kind of make a whenever you say what you say, they kind of make some like some kind of weird sort of hand gestures, and each one of them does, and they kind of make a their nose kind of crinkles like they don't like what you're doing, and then they turn around and start digging into the stonework again. Although the one that was speaking is still watching you guys.
Yeah, they're indifferent to our.
Okay, then I guess I'll just wave bye.
He just kind of peers at you.
Did you ask any direct questions about who else is in here or anything?
Well, nobody's in this part, but no, I did not.
Like the people we're looking for? Do they know of any witches or any humans? Let's go humans.
Okay, I'll say, one last thing. Have you seen any other beings like humans in here?
Other than you, no. Now leave us be so we can work.
Okay, I'll just wave bye to them and I guess exit out.
I had a question for you, Mike.
Yep.
Is there a way to hotkey one of these items to the quick bar at the bottom?
You can't hotkey actions, no.
Or items, I'm sorry. Like the lamp. That it doesn't even...
No, you can't. It's an effect that you're trying to toggle. There's no draggable for an effect.
Alright, so you'd have to like create a script macro to do it or something.
Yeah, which would be very difficult. You'd have to know the exact effect name and ID, and it's like an object within the actor. So no.
I thought I had one. I thought I had an action in there that I can turn the lantern on if I wanted to.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
On the sheet or on the quick bar?
On the combat, it was on combat. It was under actions, and now it's not there anymore since I gave you the lantern.
Is it in details? Effects?
So
I thought it was
items that put light on you. It's an effect, and it doesn't let you turn it on and off. It's just you're putting the effect light on yourself, and then it times out and then goes away completely.
Because I have the lantern. I'm assuming if I equipped it, it's gonna appear. The effect is gonna appear under details.
No. You have to. So a lantern is not that. It's not always on, and it only has a certain amount of oil and that kind of stuff in it. So it works like a torch. You have a torch item, and then you use it on yourself and put the effect on. It's like a spell. You would just use it and then put the effect on yourself, and then it times out after a certain amount of time.
I see. And then the ammo would be the oil, effectively.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, I got you.
In the case of torches, it's generally just a number.
Right. For some reason, I thought I could just like drag the, like the torch or the lamp down to the quick bar and then hit that button and then have it pop up and then, propagate to chat.
Yeah, there's currently no way to toggle effects on and off other than going to your details tab.
Gotcha. It's good to know.
And so you guys have kind of been talking and examining and poking around things and praying to your deity for guidance, and your detect traps Gunther has expired during that time period.
So which way you guys want to go?
Yeah, let's just choose another way and go.
I say right up the middle.
This
Sounds
is not the way!
Yeah.
This is not the way!
Oh my god. Someone stop it.
Give me back my iron spikes.
No!
Actually, don't, because now I'm not
converse
encumbered.
with us.
Do what?
I thought they wouldn't converse with us.
I think that was a joke.
No,
Yeah,
it was not.
It was not.
You asked it a question and I answered. It said no.
Why not?
Ooh, ask it some more questions.
I know. I tried to ask one of them a question and it didn't answer me.
What did you ask?
I asked, "What is the right way?"
It didn't answer that question.
Oh, son of a! Yeah.
Alright, I must be an idiot, man, because I can't figure this out. So I'm trying to turn on the lantern. I don't see it in effects under details, even after equipping the lantern.
No, that's kind of what we said. If you look in your actions under combat, and I know it's different than the VTT you're used to using, so it's a little different. You got to go to the combat tab. You go to your actions. You see the lantern hooded. You click on it. Yeah. It's just like a spell, and then it'll show up in the chat card. You target yourself, and you click effect.
Okay. What? All right. I thought I heard go to detail and like toggle.
No.
That's bad info, man. Don't listen to me.
Yeah,
Details is for like your light stone. That one triggers whenever you equip it. Lanterns don't.
What's the difference between? Well, we can go over it later. Yeah. Okay. I'll get it.
The light stones don't expire, whereas lanterns do, and torches.
Okay, so this is like for like consumable like type effects, is in
Right.
actions under items, and then details is for like innate and passive and okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but yeah, it's because of the automation complexity. There's just really it's a lot of different things that you got to interact with. So yeah, but yeah,
So
if you target yourself and do that, it should work.
I'm
Jolliman.
actually gonna use.
Are we going up the middle? Because if we're going up the middle,
No. Let's talk about these mouths now.
Oh, all right.
Ask a question.
Okay. So they can actually answer some. I'm wondering. So all of them say it's the wrong way, but one of them's got to be lying, right?
What? Okay, I was so busy doing this other shit. What did you say where he answered something differently?
I said, give me my iron spikes back. And he said, no.
And he said no. I think they're just going to give all types of misdirection and just bullshit. I say we just continue on. I feel like it's all misdirection and like it's basically trying to scare people off from coming in here is the vibe I get.
I want to ask a question.
But right now, Nero is trying to figure out how to light a torch or a light a lantern in while he's blind. Sir Finfall, what did you want to try to ask?
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this guy that just said that's here in front of him. I'm gonna ask him. I say, okay, that guy over there, pointing to the one that we just went down the hallway, says that's not the way. Is that the truth or a lie?
Says my way is the right way.
You pain in the ass.
So this one here says my way is the right way.
It did.
All right, I'm going to test this out. I'm going to step up to this other one over here and do the
You
same
can
thing.
move. You can move. I've unpaused. Hey, as you approach it, it says, "Turn back! This is not the way."
Okay, so I'm going to ask him about that one that we were just talking to. And say, is he telling the truth or lying?
My way is the right way.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I want to ask a question as
No,
well.
you're not.
to
Don't
this
talk to
one.
yourself about that like that. Sorry, go ahead. That was a joke. What was
That
it,
was harsh.
Gunther?
I want to ask the question: is the way marked?
It says, "Turn back! This is not the way."
Is
All right,
the
I'm gonna
way
ask
marked?
It responds the same.
I'm going to ask this guy in front of me, are you lying or telling the truth?
Turn back! This is not the way. And then it says, "My way is the right way." You're standing right next to two of them.
Oh, so both
So
of them
one of them
talking?
says, when you ask the question, one of them says, "My way is the right way." The other one says, "Turn back. This is not the way."
Which one says turn back, this is not the way? That one? Okay.
Because you're standing in front of this one, I'm presuming that's the one you're asking the question of.
Yeah. There's some puzzle here, guys.
Well, they definitely, each of them have highly valuable gems.
My way's the right way.
The right? Like literally right?
Or correct. I have to think correct.
The picks, did that room terminate? Like dead end?
Yeah, stairs up to a stone ceiling.
Okay, they're digging up, okay.
Step up to this one.
Okay. This is not the way. Actually, it says turn back. This isn't the way. Sorry, I missed that.
And Nero
Are you
said,
lying or
"Shut
telling
your
the
mouth."
truth?
My way is the right way.
That's not what he says over there.
My way is the right way.
You're gonna lose your voice, Mike.
No, this is easy.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll ask
Drog's
you-
ready to get a hammer and a pickaxe and start dismantling some of these faces, but
Yeah,
he's not going to unless everybody agrees. But he's
No, let's just go down one of these other paths.
I don't think the
Yeah.
picks are gonna like that, but
I
that
want
is-
to ask another question.
Okay. What are you asking a question of specifically?
I'm asking the mouth.
The one you're in front of?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you asking?
Which way is my way?
Turn back. This is not the way.
Nero's
We gotta
gonna
ask it
walk
the.
up.
We need to ask it the right way.
I just asked that.
Well, no, we got to ask the right question, the correct question. I think to get a truthful answer, but I just don't know what that is.
Jalo, Jason, either one of you guys have a theory, or you want to just watch everybody else?
No, I'm ready to explore.
Yeah, let's see if we could just. I mean that last one we were able to count it out pretty quick. So let's see if any
Alright.
more of these are just like short little terminators, or if they actually go somewhere.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
I am of the
Yes.
strong opinion that these are just like there to mislead you or scare you off. But it is intriguing to think that there is some secret question to ask.
I
Regardless,
say we let the invisible guy go up the center, and we follow.
That'd be great.
How you gonna know how to where to when to follow?
I can see you.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got the magic sword.
all right. Yeah, I'll go up the middle as long as these guys don't, as long as they don't leave me hanging.
No way.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'll let him go up. I'm just going to keep him just in sight. I've been trying to experiment on what the range is, and it looks like maybe it might be 15, 20 feet.
That sounds about right. All right, so you guys are sending Jason ahead to explore things for you. It looks like Nero is ahead of the party there. If Finfall or Jog, you guys want to move up, you can.
Yes, I'm gonna move.
We're seeing some dice rolls. Hold on. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna cast find traps. on
Wow,
myself.
look at that roll, man. Can you see that roll? Because if you can't, I'm going to show you that roll. Yeah,
No, I
here you
can't
go.
see it.
Look at that roll.
Oh wow.
95. That's funny.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet, but you are invisible too. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. You can see from here that the passage branches out to the right, to your left, and straight ahead. Which direction do you want to explore?
I am I cannot see him. He's gone too far ahead. So
Yes, correct.
I want to try to keep up. And if Nero's I'll push him in the back if he needs to move a little faster.
So I will tell you right now that Jason will be irritated with you if you're that close to him, because you're wearing plate mail armor, and everything will hear you.
Okay.
Now you can if you want, but he's going to yell at you.
No,
You know, you
that's
would
right.
have known this from previous experiences.
Yeah, no, I'll stay back. If I hear him scream, I will run over Nero.
Okay, gotcha. When you find him,
I'll move to the right.
Oh no, I'll readjust. I'm gonna get in the rear here. I didn't mean to move up that far.
I'll put you right there.
There you
And I will say, Drog, you probably want to move up a little bit too. So does that look about right for now while we're waiting for Jason?
Yeah, Drog likes to keep himself between threats and casters. So.
Okay. So you got you, and then you got Finfall behind you. So that sounds like a plan. All right, Jason. You see those 3 passages. Which direction did you want to explore, and how far? Do you want to inch forward, or just kind of that kind of stuff?
Not inch, but just kind of slowly, cautiously. I'll move to the right. I think this might be a circular area with a pillar in the middle.
Okay. You want to keep going east?
Yeah, I'll keep going east. See if I can
moves with his hands down by his side with a certain swagger.
Confirm my suspicions. Yep. Okay, actually, I'll go back to where the group is, and I'll tell them that the path to the right doesn't go anywhere. I'm gonna go check out the path to the left.
I'll give him a nod.
All right.
And
then Drago know he's standing right in front of him.
Right.
Yeah. Only Sir Finfall can see you right now, but he can't see you from where you're at. All right. So you're gonna move back up. We'll go back up here.
Yep.
And you want to move leftwards?
To the left. Yep.
To the left. To the left. To the left.
I know, line dancing, right?
Yep. You can see the entrance of a larger cave, and let's see. There are there's a scatter of white things on the floor in here. You can't really tell what they are, like sticks or something. And yeah, that's pretty much all you can see from where you're at. You can see like some white sticks all kind of strewn about the floor in here, in that cavern.
I'll move close enough to discern whether they're sticks or something else.
So you get up to here and you like kneel down and you pick one, like, oh crap, that's a leg bone of something. And you can look a little bit further into the room and you see a low mound of something kind of glistens in the middle of the room. You can also see what looks like maybe even a cow skull in the room. Massive set of horns, you know, the whole thing. It looks like a cow head just kind of in the pile in that room. And you see 2 leather sacks next to it.
But I don't see anything moving around or...
You do not.
But I can't see the whole room from where I am either.
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and probably have these guys move up to the junction. Well, first of all, I'm gonna show them the bone, and I'll tell them there's a whole room that's like the floor is just covered with bones. There's a couple leather sacks laying down there too, next to a bull's skull.
When he shows me the bone, can I discern if it's a human, like femur bone or human bone?
Give me a blind GM roll intelligence check, please.
Or animal.
I also want to ask him, do you think there's a dragon in there?
I love dragons.
I didn't see anything, but I didn't go much further than where the bone pile, kind of at the edge of it, extended.
So he described everything that he saw, right? So I can assume that what you told him, I know.
Let's move up.
Well, if you can count the whole sort of, you know, what is that thing where you do the phone game where you like pass on information? Yeah, telephone. Yeah. So it's not exactly the same, but you know, you get the gist. So Nero, it is not human or humanoid. And Jolman, you recognize it as some sort of small animal bone. You're not sure what type, but it's definitely not, some animal thing or humanoid thing.
It's from an animal, I say.
Yeah.
Let's move up.
You guys can
I
slide
have fine
forward.
trap.
I've unpaused.
Or
You did you put effect on you?
I did.
Because I don't see it. You guys may have waited long enough for him to explore. Because it takes a while for him to walk off and check all this stuff. Okay, you still have fine traps? Why does it not show
I
on your
just
thing?
put it on me.
Untarget yourself. Maybe it's hiding behind the target thing. I'm looking on your token is what I just want to make sure I'm not. Yeah, that's what it is. I need to move the target thing to the left instead of to the right instead of the left. Either that or move tokens down, effect tracking to the bottom so I can see it. Okay. All right. So game is unpaused. You guys can move how you feel you want to.
I'll always stay in the rear.
Where's the bones? Do I see him yet?
You don't see him. You don't see bones.
All right, where are you guys going? You're going to the left? That's
You
where
can
he
start
said-
seeing some bones over here.
Okay. No traps
Right.
though, right?
You don't see any traps now?
All right, I'm gonna creep down.
The penitent man will pass.
I'm gonna wait here. You want me to move
Yeah.
up and scout for traps, Jason, or do you want me to wait here?
No, you better stay there where you're quiet.
Okay. I like that idea.
And Nero, I would put the hood down on your lantern a little bit.
I have the light stone out right now. I didn't want to
Okay.
burn oil while we were in there, but if you think, I mean, I'll turn on the lantern.
I'm
Both
worried
of
about the.
Sorry, I was just gonna say both of them are about the same brightness, and you can more quickly put the light stone away than you can. I mean, it's basically just a necklace you wear on your chest. You pull it out when you want to see the light. You put it in your shirt when you want it to go away, sort of thing.
And I
And the
kinda-
lantern is an open flame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I-
but it's a hooded lantern. I thought
Yeah.
the hooded lantern you can control to
You can douse it.
reduce
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Well, not douse it, but I mean, you can reduce the light a little bit to where he
Yeah.
can still see some.
Yeah, that's what I meant by dousing. Like, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Reduce it. Could I like wrap it in cloth? I mean, it's so bright, like a thin cloth. It should, reduce the brightness a little bit. We don't have to, obviously.
There you go, the stone. I hadn't thought about that.
What do you think, Mike?
I mean, do you have some kind of cloth that's semi-permeable by light? Because it
That's a
wouldn't be
great
your
question.
cloak or anything. You'd need something like gauze or something like that, and you'd wrap it until you were satisfied.
I don't have anything. No, I'm looking at it right now, and I don't have anything that could do
Okay.
that. I mean, I have a tunic. I could tuck it in my vest pocket of my tunic.
Yeah, and that will definitely do it. It'll put it out. I mean, you might be able to see a little light coming out of your pocket from the top, but it's not going to be
Yeah.
enough to allow you to see.
Okay.
But you can always hang around Sir Finfall with his sword out, and he can, it's not very bright compared to everything else you have, but he would need to have his sword out and the light
I
on.
think I'll
from
do that. I think I'll do that when he pulls that out.
Well, so the light on my sword, I have the ability to say whether the light is on or not, right?
Right, you would have to toggle it on in your details tab so that he could see, and then he could turn out his bright light. Because your sword is not very bright at all compared to his.
Let me do that and see what. Well, and here's the reason. If he saw a shimmering mound in the center, that could be the dragon sleeping.
It absolutely could.
Yeah, and I don't want us to step in there with some bright light that's going to wake it up. And I
Always-
don't want to step in there in my heavy plate mail armor and wake it up.
Jason should definitely go first.
Jason's already in there. So
Am I,
speaking of it, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go back to Jason right now. You guys can fiddle with your lights while I'm talking to him. Jason, you have moved into the room. You are right next to the sort of skull that looks like a cow or bull head. Next to that are two sacks. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab the 2 sacks,
Yeah.
unless they're
Alright.
huge.
Grab that.
No, they're
sack.
not very big, but when you pick them up, you hear the clink of coin when you do that.
Yeah, did that work for the Hobbit when he was invisible?
And then I'll move back out of this area.
Okay, give me a D10 -4.
Public.
Sure. I like public. Oh, that is bad.
Uh-oh.
That is bad. That is
Uh-oh.
bad.
I love it.
Why did he get -4 on that?
For reasons.
Oh, okay. All right.
There are reasons. It's not
I rolled
just
a 1
made
anyway.
up reasons. There are reasons.
Said so.
There are reasons. I will explain later if you remind me and ask me. So let me make sure I understand this. 1 second.
Sorry, I stepped over a line there. I should never question the GM.
No, that's okay. It's good to question if you're not sure why. I will explain it when we're done, though.
There's 2 rules. Number 1, the GM is always right. If the GM is ever wrong, rule number 2, refer to rule number 1.
All right, so I am not going to say what has happened. I'm going to do some dice rolls because you guys don't know what's going on. All right, so let's see. Drog, Gunthrud, Jalaman, Nero, Surfinball. What are you guys doing while he is exploring ahead of you?
I went ahead and turned on my light source for my sword.
Okay. So as
so
long as you
Nero
stay near him, like I think just outside of that range, you won't be able to see, like where you're at now.
Yeah,
Like right
I'm
now,
gonna-
you can't see the guys to the left of you because you're at the maximum range of his sword.
I'll stay with Vinfall.
Okay.
I have the long sword sheathed, but I'm got my component pouch out.
Actually, do you have a magic?
If we go into
longsword?
battle, do whatever you need to do. All right. You, can pull
You
that
don't have a
light stuff
magic
out.
longsword, do you?
Drog has his shield and his battle axe out, and he's just monitoring for threats.
Yep. I'm
You
waiting
have
to
my
hear the
axe.
screams or something happen, and I'm going to go.
You hear no screams. So Drog has got his shield and his axe out. Gunther, what are you doing?
I made this UI so much
Telling
better.
everybody this is not the way.
This is not the way. All right, gentlemen, what are you doing? You see the bones. Look at the bones, man.
I'm gonna move up just a hair.
Okay. Ping where you want to go to. That's about 10 feet more than a hair. From there, you see this. How do I explain this?
I hope
You
it's not
see
a little
this-
white rabbit.
You see this gray, stone-colored thing
It's a new
that is like kind of in a. Gosh, this is hard to explain. It's looks like it's on top of something, and you can see it moving, and within it you can see like these little bulges and certain things coming out, like something within it is moving, but you see this massive gray sort of skin wrapped around something, and that's what you see. What do you want to do?
Like,
Do I
Like-
recognize it as a creature of some sort?
Have you seen something like this with your character yet?
I don't know. Have we run across any oozes in our travels? I can't remember.
Okay, that's not what it is, so we'll just assume you don't know what it is.
But
It's
as a
written
druid,
up.
would I know what it is?
No, it is definitely not a druid thing. Unless you were like a mushroom druid or
Is
whatever
it
they call them.
moving? Is it moving?
Yeah, it's kind of like writhing around, and it's like, like if you saw, like when the alien was in the stomach
And I
of
and
the
I don't
guy, and you could
Jason,
see the
right?
head moving around in the stomach. That's kind of what it looks like.
And I don't see or hear
He-
Jason, right?
Yeah, you don't. Or you didn't see him before, but yeah, you don't see him.
like a garbage disposal. for
I'm gonna
these
wave.
caves and
I'm gonna
stuff.
wave everybody up. I'm gonna say there's something in here, and I can't see Jason. He could. Be
So
in trouble.
Draw, Gunthrud, and Sir Finfall can see you. So all you guys see, Jalaman like waving at you to move up.
Will you advance?
All right, let's move.
All right, I'm gonna unpause. Actually, you tell me, you ping where you want to move to, and I will move you.
Well,
I'm
gonna
trying
move
to
with
time this.
Vinfall.
Wade is moving to here, and so you move to. I'll put you right here.
When they get within earshot, I'm gonna say there's something moving in there, and I can't see Jason.
Drog, where you want to move? Drog and Gunther. Sorry.
Just right on top of Jalaman up above.
Okay, I'm gonna move you right here, and Gunther, where do you want to move? I think he may not be. I'll move him right here.
Grog, and behind Jalaman, I guess, if I can.
Do I see any
Alrighty.
trap?
Right there? You don't see any traps.
I should
All right.
send a flaming spear in there.
So, Drog, give me a intelligence check, please. You can
Blind
do it out in the
open.
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 Out in the open, yeah. Oh!
Oh my
You
god.
Nailed
know its
Dude.
name.
Yeah.
Legendary, dude.
Lineage.
Yeah. So you immediately recognize this thing,
Wow.
and I will mark it as identified. It is wrapped. I mean, you should be able to mouse over it. Can you see what the name is now, Drog? Or is it just saying unidentified?
I see. No, I don't see any kind of name or title or anything. It's got a
So when
red
you-
circle around it.
When you mouse over the token, it doesn't tell you the name.
Yeah, I'm clicking it. It's red. It's a red circle. It looks like it's got a.
Okay, I need to come
gray
up with.
thing.
I need to look at that and see why it's not. It should tell you what it is. I'm going to show an image. This is what you see. It's kind of lame. It's the first edition version of that.
Oh, it's a lurker.
It's Bing! You got it. You know what it is. You rolled a 1. You know exactly what it is because you've been underground. It's an underground creature.
Yeah.
And you can tell that it's got something in it. And he has been in there for 1 round. And you know that those things will suffocate you, very quickly if you do not get them out. So I am going to put you guys in combat.
Is it on the ground? Or
It is on the
ceiling?
ground, wrapped around somebody.
Oh, okay.
We will begin combat. So roll initiative for whatever actions you want to take. And Drog, you could have yelled something if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
before
scream
initiative.
out lurker.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have to be careful too, man, because isn't our intrepid thief inside there?
Yeah, does
Exactly.
Jason wear metal armor?
He does not.
Oh boy, dude.
He never has.
I am going to. Are these
I like
things
whoever purple dice those are. I like those.
Yeah, I have to mess with the dice a little more. Are these things organic or magical? Like, it's not like a floor, like an animated floor. It's like organic, right? They bleed.
It is a creature. Now you don't know. I mean, the name of Lurker, you kind of know it from, just sort
That's
of
fair.
barroom talk. You don't know it like Drog and Gunther probably would, because you're not in a. You don't. That's not somewhere you dwell. Is underground. So I mean, you're familiar. You have vague recollections of what the name is. It's sort of like, the boogeyman in the cave sort of thing. So.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
But
I'm gonna
they're a creature, not a rock or that sort of thing.
Right. I'm gonna hit it with the ray of enfeeblement.
So keep in mind, what you can see right now is what you can see. So you can't see it, and so casting a spell right now is not viable unless you're going to cast it on your party members. You'll need to move to where you can't see it.
I'm pulling out the stone.
Yeah, I tell him to pull the stone out if I see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we're in combat, yeah.
Okay. You still can't see it with a stone. You would need to position yourself in a different place, which means you're going to need to move, so you won't be able to cast. So I would just use the generic initiative roll.
Gotcha.
And then once you get positioned, you can cast for the next round.
Yeah, totally fair.
That's what I did. That's why I'm going first.
Where is the generic initiative? I know how to do the weapons.
It's on the combat tracker. The dice on the combat tracker and if you
on
mouse
the
over it.
tracker. Gotcha.
Yeah. And I generally like people to have the tracker open just to be able to see all, because you can see your party members, you can see who's casting, who's not. You can also use the delayed, that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
all right, it looks like you go first.
I pop them all out, but I don't. Yeah, I'll position myself. What I'm going to try to do is move up as close as I can, but also stay as far enough away as I can until I see my query. So let's see. I guess you could tell me, like, move up.
You can move in front of Jolliman to see if you can get a better view within the cave. That would be the nearest stoppable position you would have. Do you have? You may have like your measurements or something else open. Make sure on the top left it's token controls. And if you want to do waypoints, you'll do control while you're dragging your token.
Yeah, I got token controls on, and I wasn't having a problem before. I'm just having a problem.
Oh shit! Game's paused. That's why it's my fault. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
That was absolutely me.
I should easily be able to get right there. I'll stop right there. Can they
Okay.
get past me? I mean, if I lean.
Yeah,
against-
party members can go through party members.
That's right,
It's not
that's
like some
right.
of the other games. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can walk through.
That's right.
All right, end your turn if that's all you want to do, and then Jolliman can go. All right, Jollum, what are you doing? You are undecided. Looks like you're moving. Ooh.
Oh, what happened to it?
You got to hit space when you're done.
Look at that
I think.
monstrous manual version of the lurker.
Yeah. Is it bitching about you're hitting a wall or something? There you go. All right, you move less than half your move. Okay. Draw.
No, I didn't roll for that kind of initiative. So I just
Gotcha.
wanted to.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
Jog.
charge it, and I've got a charge action on my
Yeah.
combat tab, so I got it targeted.
So-
I hit charge.
So
or what do I
target
do?
yourself first,
Target.
and then hit charge action, and then put that effect on you, and it'll give you the bonus to hit, and then move yourself to where you want to go, and then make your attack, sir.
Remember, there's a party member inside of it.
And it's normal attack roll. I don't have to manually put any modifiers. The charge should
Nope,
already be in
it
there.
should do all of it for you,
Okay.
and I will
Okay.
look at it whenever it rolls.
Okay. I'm trying to go for the eyes, face, that kind of part.
It does have like 2 little eye sockets, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't see the eyes because it's wrapped around it, but oof,
Right off.
that
the-
is
So that was disappointing. All right.
ability. You got your strength, your proficiency, and your weapon mod, and
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so it's kind of rough.
yeah.
Did it do the charge?
Yeah, the
All right.
bonus was on there. It just didn't matter.
Yeah, you missed
Right,
by
so
3. Sir
I can
Finfall, it's your
only move
turn.
into an area. I can only move into an area that's visible to me right now, right?
Correct. Control, drag. I remember you had problems on your Mac before. Oh, there you go.
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh no.
I gotta give him shit about that, man. I gotta give him shit. I have to use them on my word.
Well, it's because
This
he
is
keeps saying
made me-
control, and with a Mac, it's a command. All right.
Yeah. Well, you just gotta translate it in your head. It's like, people that speak different languages, they do that. You speak a foreign language to me.
All right. So
I will
that's
let-
as far as I can move. But
And we'll say you can move up to there and make your attack because it's not very far.
all right.
I'm assuming that's what you want to do, unless you want to stand back and
Nope.
tell
I
the
want to
people
attack.
what to do. Okay.
Nice sounds.
Oh, now we're talking.
All right. and then
13 damage.
I
Nice.
move myself to the end of the round for the second attack.
Yep. 1 second. Please hold. All right. And we are on Gunther's turn. Why is it saying that twice? Oh, I need to fix that. All right, Gunther, you're doing Produce Flame. Casting the spell.
Yeah.
You are maybe too far for that. Let me check.
I was trying to measure it, and for some reason it did a.
It's because you did a measurement control. You need to use the ruler. The measurement control is for like fireballs and cone of colds and that sort of thing. The ruler itself is what you're looking for. And I think, no, you're within 20 feet of that thing. Yeah. So, yeah. I will clear that thing off of you while I'm doing that. Okay. You need to make a attack. Actually, you need to cast a spell and all that stuff first. All right, roll a 1d20. I should probably add an attack to that actually, instead of cast. But that's only for when you nuke it, throwing it. Slash roll one space 1d20.
Roll the 20 now.
Yeah. You're making the attack. Ooh, that's gonna definitely hit, I think. 18 is -2. That is definitely a hit. So you have the thing targeted. Click the damage on the spell. And I believe, actually, that does something different. A creature struck by the suffers 1d4 points of damage, and if combustion occurs, must spend. Oh yeah, there's no combustion because it has no clothing or anything like that. All right. Next, you can end your turn.
Does it have hair?
No. All right, bad guy's turn. It is going to do a thing to where it does a thing to a thing. You guys don't know what it's doing. but I need to do something because I can't get to him.
Hey, doesn't Jason have a sword that lets him breathe water? He does.
Yeah. What about it?
I don't know. Maybe that would help if he's suffocating.
If we knew what was going on inside there.
He's got to be suffocating, right?
And you're definitely suffocating. You don't feel like you can hold out much longer than this will be the second round. You have one more round to be able to not suffocate. You are not able to breathe because there is no water in this area. You have no short weapons in hand. When you were grasped by the lurker. So honestly, you don't have a lot of options. But let me know what you would like to do, and I will tell you what you can do.
Can I turn my ring off?
You can, but you know you're inside the thing. They can't see you because you're wrapped up in the thing. So okay, so that's on me because I didn't tell you what this thing was. So and I did that kind of, and I forgot because they weren't in here. I didn't want to give away the goose. But so what happened is basically you felt like the ceiling fell on top of you and then wrapped you up in a ball. There is something. Just imagine a clam that is not a hard shell, but it is fleshy, and it just wrapped you up like a carpet and is squishing you, and you can't breathe. That's what's happened.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna hit it with everything I got next round.
Sir Finfall.
I will try to
Right.
hold out as long as I can.
Nice
Ooh.
hit.
That's it.
Oh, nice damage.
All right. Roll for initiative.
It's
Wow.
gonna be magic missile.
Sweet.
All right, Sir Finfall, you get to go first.
All right, I'm going to attack again.
Go for it. Oh, that hits. Absolutely.
Oh, ow.
And then
I don't.
go to the end.
All right, and go to end. Yep. Nero, your turn. Throw magic missiles.
Yep, I'm gonna hit him with every missile that I have, which I believe is 4 missiles. So,
Yep. Cast a spell, or actually click it to throw it on the combat tracker. Click cast, and then click the damage. For you are what level?
level 5.
7th. You're level. You're
Gold
only level
class.
5.
Yeah,
Oh,
level
that's right.
5 faster.
All right, so you have 3.
Yeah.
Control left click 3 times.
Yes.
Good.
With the final bolt, the creature sort of just releases its prey, kind of oozes over to the side and flops over upside down. You guys can see within your friend. Oh, you can't see him actually, but you see blood on the inside of the lurker itself.
So Nero's yelling, "Pull him out!"
I'll yank in and pull him out.
You can't. Oh, you can see him. Yes, you can see him actually, and he is beaten and bruised. Just like every time you hit the thing, it did damage to him. Not as much, but it did damage to him. So he's kind of beat up. But
Right.
you know,
So
Jolliman can't see him. Sir Finfall can.
But we
I'm
got to
gonna
grab
yank
the
him out.
tips and unwind it, right?
Grab the what?
Well, I mean, it's like a boa constrictor. You know, he's not.
No.
Ingested,
When
he's
it
wrapped,
died,
right?
it just kind of flipped open again, like a clam that just kind of opened
Oh,
up
I see.
and just basically just its muscles just all relaxed, and he kind of slid out.
I see.
But you couldn't see him. Sir Finfall could.
All right, but he's
Yeah,
His
out
boot
now.
was sticking out, and the thing went limp and pulled him out.
Yep.
Got it.
He was about suffocated. So
He was on round from suffocation and dying.
That was.
Is he still invisible?
Yes. He's not dead. I mean, he can talk and do whatever now.
I'll make myself visible.
Okay. All you got to do is just go to your details tab, and under Ring of Invisibility, just click that little trash can to the right of it and confirm it and remove it.
That's cool. You can toggle it used or unused from there, but also it just does it automatically when you cast it.
Yep. That's kind of in case they accidentally, I clicked that and I didn't mean to, sort of
Yeah.
thing, so they could toggle
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah, like a reset. That's nice.
I'm back.
all right. So you guys can all see him. He looks like he's been beat up a little bit, bludgeoned a little bit. He didn't take, stabby damage like when Sir Finfall was stabbing the thing, but
Wow.
And you did pick up the coins. And let me
Well, there you go.
deal with that. Let's see.
Well, that's better. Heyo. Look at
Oop.
those rolls.
Oh,
Wow.
that second one doesn't count.
Oh,
Take that one away.
boo.
Doesn't count.
I hit the button twice.
Oh, okay. I need to undo one. I'll go and we'll get the second one. There we go.
Those were really good heal rolls.
I know. I never do that. I'm usually good for a 1 or a 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that's I'm in that crowd too. I see Finfall's notes, man. This is awesome. You guys have trucked the campaign like this.
Oh, you can see my notes, my
Yeah.
madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an age thing. If I don't take notes, yeah, I won't remember next week.
I did
Sorry,
a lot
I'm
of work on the UI today. Like, I'm looking forward to those pushes coming up. You guys will be able to collapse like everything, every section in your sheet, and cleaned up a bunch of other stuff too.
All right, I have put all the things. This looks like a chest, but it's bad because I'm too lazy to fix it. You should. Can you
Okay.
see that, Jason? That is for you to click on. Can you click on
Yep.
that? Okay.
I can see a chest.
Once I need to add one more thing to that. Give me a second. Let's see.
So that's like the equivalent of the parcel drops in Foundry.
Yeah. Sort of. They're on the map though.
Yeah, like map bait. Yeah.
Woo, there's a lot of coins in there. I don't know who wants to go in there and pick those up.
That you guys need to let Jason. If you guys are clicking on it, let Jason click on it.
That's hilarious.
Jason got sucked up into it.
Yeah, he was the one that had the bags in his hand when the thing grabbed him, so he's the one that still has it. Let's see. There you go. All right, so it should be.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
There's also 4 or 5 unknown items.
It should be gems. They're this.
Okay.
I will change the name of that unidentified name. There you go. I can change the icon of the thing. I didn't. Yeah. So, let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna close it because I'm not carrying all that. Good lord.
In case
Just grab
anybody
the
was
platinum.
wondering,
But there's 5 gems in there, and then there's a bunch of gold and electrum and some silver also. There's a lot of money in there.
Silver, platinum, gold, and gems. Mr. Finball took the gems.
Holy cow, there's a lot of crap in here.
Wow.
Let me see if I grab the platinum, if that'll encumber me.
in case anybody was wondering, the Rangers lost 9-1.
Wow, that was a bad loss.
Now the
I'm
World
still
Series
good.
is 1-1.
If you are curious, 50 coins equal 1 pound, by the way.
I can take on 17 more pounds, which is about 850 coins or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you look at your gears from Finfall at the very bottom, there's your max, and then the right is total, so you can see how much you can take. And it should, whenever you look at the item you're looting, it should have, a pound, like this is how much it weighs, sort of thing. Like the remaining silver coins are 2 pounds for 2.045 pounds.
It doesn't show me it unless I hover over and get the tooltip, because the number is too big for the column.
Really?
Make the window bigger. Make the window bigger.
It should.
I tried it.
I'm looking at it on. I'm seeing the same thing you should see, and it should. I'll have to look from a player's perspective. I don't know. From my side, it shows 2.04 on the pounds. Now on the platinum and the other ones, they may have been bigger, so I don't know. But the silver is not.
I'm
grabbing
already
the screenshots so I
encumbered.
can send it to you. I went ahead and grabbed them. And I know this has already been said, or it may have been said in the recording I watched this, but the OK button doesn't have a label. I think Jeff brought that up last week.
Oh, I need to note that because I forgot about that. OK button on confirm.
Yeah, on the confirm doesn't have a label. See, I watched you guys play last week.
Yeah,
did.
and I did not note that. I thought I would remember it, and I didn't. So we'll fix
See,
that.
I missed you guys. I missed you guys a lot.
What dialogue is that, Mike?
That's the confirm dialogue.confirm.
Oh,
All right,
I just need to.
generic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to dig around and make sure that's what it is, but I suspect that's where it's at.
I grabbed it all, so I've got it all.
Good deal.
Although I'm like half a pound away from being encumbered.
All right. So the rest of the room is filled with all sorts of bones, and examining them, they look like creatures that would probably be in a cave environment. Little, insects or some kind of animals that wandered in that were trying to get out of the weather, that sort of thing. No humanoid bones other than the bones, that of the skull that looks like a bull head.
Like Minotaur?
Like
Do you know what a minotaur is?
Maybe.
Well, Drog is extremely grumpy and embarrassed over fumbling his charge, so he's having a big pout.
it
Oh,
was a
I'm
good
sorry.
effort.
Worth a shot.
He's very sensitive that way.
Like we should move out, I guess. There's only maybe three other passages to check.
All right. So there was something I was going to say later. Actually, somebody asked something. I think it was Coop, but I may be misremembering. Am I misremembering?
No, I didn't have any questions.
Okay.
Good.
All right. You guys have picked up all the coins. I'm going to get rid of the chest/bag thingy-majobber. Get it out of the map. You've emptied it, dispersed it amongst your party.
Did I find anything down there at the bottom?
Oh, and let's see. Yeah, that was who I was looking for. You did not. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, it's a dead end here. Did we check for secret doors? Although I highly doubt it, it still might be worth just at least a cursory glance. Does anything look out of the
That's
ordinary?
what I just did. That's
Oh,
what I
okay.
just did.
He looked for
great.
sliding sifting passages down here.
Yeah, the normal dwarf stuff. Yeah.
I think we should take the far west passage.
I agree.
That one.
I agree.
Sounds good.
So let's double back.
This is not the way! And it says it every time somebody comes through. I'm not going to do it every single time.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I mean.
This is not the way,
you're
gentlemen!
not annoying.
Can we mine one of those faces off the wall?
Hey, what about
Stop
these other
it!
two passages? I mean, we went to the left, but what about the stuff to the right up here?
It's a circular passage that
Okay, all right, thank you.
that Jason told you about.
There is a passage to the left, just up
This
there.
is not the way! And it says that when draw goes that way.
Oh, we got to get out of here, guys. We got to go. Go.
As Nero gets near, this is not the way! Alright,
Oh,
so we'll pause
Lord.
it here. You guys can see you can see a passage continues on northwest, and another one continues southwest.
Yeah, I'm stopping here, and I'm
Okay.
gonna let somebody else go first.
Okay, I'll unpause it briefly. What do you guys want to do? You have a passage here. Let's see if I can click. Am I not clicking? There we go. All right, so Drahog looks down. You can see that it continues on and then tees left and right.
My fine traps wore off, so all bets are off now.
What is that, the old dwarven detections?
I shall
Uh,
cast.
if you're
feed
looking-
that.
Deadfalls and pit traps. Is that what you're looking for with Drahog?
Yeah, traps, pits, sliding, shifting walls, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah.
Blind GM roll.
Walls.
Give me a check, please.
Which kind of
D6.
dice?
D6. You don't see any.
What about worn paths in the ground?
They all pretty much look the same from here.
Shall we go
Okay.
take a look?
Absolutely.
Do you want me to cast find traps?
Oh, you got another one?
Nah, let's just mosey up
Yeah,
there
wait,
and see what it looks
he'll
like.
use
I-
the spells.
I would say save it. Yeah, let's mosey.
It doesn't look that interesting.
All right. I'm going to
That
pause it
looks a
here.
little more interesting.
Yep. I'll pause it there. You have a passage to your northwest, and the one you came through in the northeast. You got one in the southeast, and you have one that goes west. It looks like it kind of peels off and goes northwest.
Very interesting.
And Drog, since you're in the lead, which direction did you want to go? Southeast, southwest, or actually southeast, northwest, or north?
Thinking the west, northwest.
North by northwest.
To the
Nice
left. To the
reference.
left.
To the left. To the left. I'm paused. You can move. The rest of you guys hold up. Is Jason and Nero, you guys hanging out that far back?
No, I'll move up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just... Jason, you going up there by yourself?
Jason
Whoops! I
ran,
took a wrong turn.
He took a wrong turn. Nero saw him run by and was like, "Where the hell?"
Okay. I just kind of want to get everybody near so where you can see. All right.
So do we see something that says you're in a maze of twisty little passages all alike?
No, but you
Yep.
do see that ahead of you it continues on northwest, and then you see a little sort of jaunt that goes off to the northeast or east. You're right.
Oh,
Gonna
man.
connect.
Catacombs. Obviously, the picked guys, they're not too concerned, at least in this general area. Besides the occasional hazard like a lurker, they didn't seem too concerned with the environs of this place.
We should have paid them, offered to pay them.
And something like a jewel. Like, I mean, they're like remind me of rock gnomes, but they're not. They're just little like worker bees, like tunnelers. They're like little engineers. So I don't even know what to really offer them.
How about
Yeah,
the
'cause
gems out of the rock mouths?
I think that they would have known about that though, Like why would and that's another thing that's been bothering me about them. I can understand like some type of a deterrent from proceeding in, but why would anyone bother putting gems inside their mouths like that?
That is a mystery. Yeah.
Maybe somebody was just creative or psychotic, or both. So what's down
Are we-
here on this, where Drog is? What do we see?
Jar will have to relay what he sees.
I'll
I
move
see another passage that goes up and splits again.
Onward and upward.
Okay, let's move out.
I'm gonna draw my long sword.
Okay, this one obviously loops back around to where we were.
Agreed.
I think we keep going northwest.
Yes.
The smell of bat guano is getting very strong for you, Drog.
Are there any bats around?
You don't see any? No. But Drog, you smell it. And I say that, gentlemen, you're not familiar with the scent if you'd hear them, I would tell you, but you guys you don't hear them. But Drog, you definitely recognize the smell. It's just like getting stronger. It's also
Very heavy
kind of
bat
more humid, wetter.
Yeah, we're approaching some kind of layer. Everybody needs to be ready.
Yeah, I got a fireball for these assholes.
I'm ready.
All right, let's move up to the north. Here's something opening up.
So when you move up to here, you can see piles and piles of poop. And it looks like large piles of poop compared to your normal bat piles of poop. Normally they kind of all merge, but these are like, pretty big piles of it. And whenever, Nero moves up to where he's at and the light kind of shoots into the room off in this direction, you immediately hear the sounds of squeaking, but it's not like squeaking of like small little bats. It sounds like really big ones, like massively big ones. You've never heard bats that sound like they're that big.
Nero, are you using your light stone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, turn it off real quick.
But all
I
of
got
you
my
heard
sword
that
going.
sound whenever that light came around the corner.
I feel kind of bad. I mean, they're just trying to live.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So we're looking for witches, not bats.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thought on it as well.
So unless we think there's something or we have to go through here, I'd almost say go back, let's find another way.
I agree. I feel like this isn't the path traveled right here. You know what I mean?
Is it a
Like,
dead end? Does the room end?
This
I
is
don't
not the way. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't think we can.
Alright.
I don't think we can tell
No,
unless we move
I-
in.
That was
And if we
Tyler
move
the
in,
jump.
we're gonna fight. So yeah.
Draw, give me a d6. You can do that in the open, please.
Yeah, I totally agree that not to get sidetracked with wild animals just trying to live,
You can hear faintly off off in past wherever you are. You know it's coming from the cave in front of you. Somewhere beyond that, you can hear the sound of water running.
Okay, well, let me move back, and then I guess let's huddle
Okay,
up.
I'm gonna unpause. Let you guys move where you want to.
Okay, so that room is full of very large, maybe bat-like creatures making a lot of crap in there. But there's something beyond it, like water, something. So we may need to figure out how to get through there. If the thief can be invisible or hide, sneak by and take a look, might be worth it. But you got beat up pretty bad with the lurker, so I don't know if you're up for another recon or not. So.
I'm going to suggest that we go to the north way.
Where Spencer's clicking.
Background where you're clicking?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Check
that's fine.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Let's go that way.
Feel free to move.
You just paused the game.
Oh, I thought I unpaused it. Sorry, I must have double tapped.
Oh.
That would be a dead end.
Yeah.
Dead end or curve around?
Looks like a dead end to you.
It's a
Yeah,
dead
that's
end.
right. Dead end.
All right, let's go explore the far east cave then. The far east tunnel.
I'm fine with that.
This is not the way, Jason.
I'm not fine with that anymore. Let's go back the other way.
There was the path here that went southeast on this section that you guys in this section that you guys went to.
Anybody want to run over there and check that?
Over here?
Yeah, let me pop over there.
Oh no, it goes around the corner.
I'll go take a look.
I'm over there right now. There is another tunnel over here on the west side that we didn't go.
Right. On the west side?
Yeah.
Dead end?
Dead end.
No, it's a turn. Makes a hard turn.
All right,
Pause.
everybody's where they're supposed to be. Yeah, I'll pause it because you guys are moving in.
Yep.
All right, Jog. You see the passage continues on to the west. Let's see. Looks like it goes as far as your vision can see. It looks like it turns left at the extent of your vision. Okay. I just want to make sure you got that before you moved.
So form up.
Hold on a second. Let me click on you. Okay. Okay, now go. I want to see what you see. All right. As soon as you get to there, it is a squarish cave. There's slate and shell. The walls are kind of like very porous, very like flat colored. You notice that the stone is not what it's been before. Previously, it's been granite or something like that. And here it's slates, flat gray, blue-gray stones. Let's see.
Is it natural or is it?
Oh, it's natural. Scattered across the floor are a spear and a battle axe, a bastard sword, and a pair of daggers laying on the ground.
Well, that's not foreboding or anything.
I call
No.
it spear.
Keep an eye on
And
the
let's
roof.
see. But you see standing in the back this large, it's probably about 8 or 9 feet tall creature. And I say creature, it looks like when you initially see it, it looks like a statue, but as soon as you come around the corner, its head kind of turns in your direction. And this is what you see. All of you guys don't have torches in this image. Oh,
Oh, I
Sure.
love that image.
you
Classic
see that.
image.
And you can see the items on the ground and everything. Come around the corner, the thing turns its head, faces to you, and begins to move. You can kind of see the dull dust kind of starting to slough off as it starts moving. And the ground kind of shudders as it does.
Wow.
I know something's coming. Would it be safe?
Yeah,
to
you
say
all. I mean, it's a very heavy, whatever it is. It's just, and it is moving towards Jog. So it looks like we're waiting on Gunther and Nero.
Yeah, then I'm gonna take my chances with wasting this. So here.
Oh.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that was a hell of
Yeah.
a roll.
I know, and can I delay that?
No,
Delay that?
no. If you want to cast a spell, you got to be able to, unless you want to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on somebody you can see right now.
No, that's okay. I won't do that. All right, so we'll just we'll terminate.
We can take that as your roll. Don't worry about it. You know, you rolled a 1, we'll just leave you at 3. But if you want to move to a different position, you can do that.
I'll wait So you're saying you won't?
You won't be able to cast.
No, I know that, but I'm not burning it, right?
If you want to, yeah, no, you know, if you want to delay till the end of the round and then decide where you want to go, click a little hourglass. That'll move you to the end of the round, and we'll do it at that point.
That's what I'll do. I'll delay.
If it happens to move into a visual position, I may change my mind and let you cast, but we'll go from here. All right, Sir Finfall,
Oh yeah,
what do you
that's
want to do?
completely fair. I thought I was just gonna burn it up because
No.
I had rolled it.
All right. I still cannot see what he's looking at, so I got to move.
You got to move. Yeah, you do. But being a follower of Heimdall, you can feel the ground groan as the thing steps. The crush of the rocks beneath its feet. It's heavy, whatever it is. It's massive. It weighs a ton from what your perceptions are telling you.
And can I feel the evil?
That would require you spinning around and doing the detect evil sort of thing.
All right.
I've always loved that image.
Evil.
Don't touch that.
Okay. All right, so I moved. Now I can see it.
Yes, you can. And it is looking at Drog and moving in his direction.
All right. Can I move any more? I'm wondering when I can
we kind of decided that you could move to where you could see. I think that's what we did last. What we kind of decided on. So we'll let you move to there, and you can
wait till the end of the round.
Yeah. Going through it. You can't move through walls, so each click will be a point. There you go. You got it. So that's as far as you can move, 45 feet.
And he's doing that with a tablet?
I don't know what he's doing it with. He's definitely. Is that where you want to go? Right next to Sir Finfall? Gunther?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put you right next to Gunther. And that is less than half your move, so we'll move you to the end of the round. Jolliman.
I was watching my game on the tablet.
So you can only move to where you can see. So that's right there. Yeah, you can move next to Drog or just the other side of Drog, yeah. And that was less than half your move, yeah?
Yes.
I can't. Okay, I will move you to the end of the round. Drog. You can see the thing. It is moving towards you. It looks like some sort of statuesque sort of thing.
Yeah, can I take one step and hold initiative?
If you want to delay till the end of the round, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what do I do?
Just hit the little hourglass next to your thing on the combat tracker.
That's it, yeah.
All right, Jason.
All right, I'm going to move up because I can't see anything from where I am.
Yeah, you can move behind all those Sir Finfall, Gunther, or Jolliman.
The map works so smooth.
I'll move right there.
All right, with that, the large creature moves forward, moving straight towards Drog.
Ooh, sorry, Drog.
It's my job.
He swings a massive fist that looks like it might be made out of clay.
Ooh,
it hits.
Thus a clay golem.
Clay golem, man. Wow.
Look at that damage. 14 damage of bludgeoning.
Oh my god.
Nero, what are you doing?
So Nero hears all this
no
shit
joke.
going on, and he's gonna beeline it down. He's got a worried look on his face. He's looking behind him. I should have measured that.
That's all right. It was less than half your move. We'll put you at the end of the round with your move. All right, Sir Finfall.
Okay, we're at the end of the round now? Everybody pushed?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't move, but you can act because you've already done it.
So I can't move.
Like if you wanted to drop your sword, which I would not recommend because somebody would not be very happy if you did that.
No.
And shoot your bow.
No. So I just got to skip this. Right. That's the only option I have.
I don't know. That's up to you. I don't know what you got.
Yep. Nope. I'm just going to go ahead.
Okay.
Skip this, wait till the next round.
Okay. Gunther, it's the same thing. You can't move. You can cast. If you want to drop whatever weapon you have in hand, which I presume is your warhammer, you could throw a sling, or you can just wait till the next round. Alrighty, Drog, same thing. Oh,
okay,
Jolliman,
but
sorry.
I can Yeah.
Sorry, it's Solomon.
I can hit him on my turn. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna chuck my spear at it.
All right. Target and throw it. He is. Yeah. Go for it.
What are those? The little mini icons above it. Is that people?
Those
that
are
have it
people
targeted?
target him. Yeah. Those
Yeah,
are targeting.
okay.
By default, it's just a little color thing, and I didn't like that because I couldn't tell who was targeting.
Yeah.
So I added the smart target has the option to add those. They're a little big. I need to change the size of them. Oh, John.
Pogs.
Yep, they're a little big. Let me see if I can change that. Draw. Go ahead and do your melee attack, and I'll look at the things
Nice
while you
hit.
do that.
There we go.
Oh, smart.
Still did 7.
Still did 7 with a 1.
I know. It's a great buff.
Target
man.
icon image smaller. Hold on a second, please. Target icon size. Let's see. I don't know if that'll change it. All right, we are on Jason's turn. You moved, so you can drop your weapon, which I assume is your bastard sword, which you may not want to do. You certainly can if you want, and then shoot it once with your bow, or you can wait until next round.
No, I'll just wait till next turn.
Okay.
Next round, forfeit.
All right. Roll initiative, gentlemen.
Not happy with that roll.
Already going through. You go first, sir. Looks like you are attacking with a warhammer, so you're going to move up. I'll move you. Stand next to your dwarven brother. Smash it. Roll to hit. Target it and roll to hit.
That's a much better size, by the way.
Did it change it? Because it didn't. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it
it
looks
changed
better.
it once you
Yeah.
roll. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. We missed. Next. In turn. All right, Nero.
Yeah, he's
Well,
gonna try to
I'm
hit.
blind for some reason.
He's gonna try to hit this thing with the Rave Enfeeblement.
All right. Let's see. Let me look at.
It's gonna, and it's probably gonna be humanoid. Demi-humans, human man size or less reduced to the effective strength of 5, losing all strength bonuses and suffering an attack penalty of -2.
Well, just see if it saves first. 1 second. I'm checking something.
Not a problem. Just let me know.
I should put that on my bar. Monstrous manual journals. We want to look and see. There we go. All right. Just checking to make sure they don't have some inherent resistance. It doesn't mention it, so I'm going to assume it doesn't have some inherent resistance. All right, so he failed to save, so put the effect on him.
The first one and the second one?
I didn't even look at it. Let's see. Oh, so it's probably. Let me look. Other creatures suffer. Let's see. Humans, semi-humans, humanoids, man size. It's not man size, so yeah, you want the second one. It's just an attack modifier.
Right.
All right. Yeah, maybe I should set that to show. Actually, shit, that's a wizard spell. Remind me about the Rev Enfeeblement whenever we talk.
What was wrong with it? I thought it was.
It should have a text on the button that says for humanoid size, and the other one should be other sized.
Oh, okay.
So instead of just effect and then the little the thing in the parentheses, it should say the type.
Right.
That was an option I added after I did that, so that's why it's like that. Go for it. Wait.
It's a lot of spells to code.
Yeah. Spacebar when you want to do it. Oh, is it? Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I hit the spacebar like that. Yeah, and those smaller icons work much better. When you attack that, never mind. You hit it anyways.
Nice hit.
Abilities, proficiency.
Is there something I should have done? Okay.
You'll do a rear attack next time. It doesn't matter, you hit, so.
Ah, right off that.
Oh, that damage sucked.
Slam it into him. It feels like you're hitting a brick wall when you hit it. Drog.
All right, this is my 2 attack round, so I do once, and then I hit the hourglass, right?
Yep. And I don't know why it's showing your turn twice. We'll have to work on that. Let me make a note of that.
I don't see that. Drog 2 times?
In chat, the chat text, right
yeah.
above his attack, you see it's showing 2.
Yeah.
It's doing
Yep.
the same thing when you loot, and I need to make a note of that too. One sec.
Don't want to hit someone's turn. It's just double output.
Right. I'm making a note of that. And we are on Jason. What do you want to do, sir? You
Move
can
up
move through your
and-
party members.
Yep, move up and attack.
Do you want to be in front of Gunther?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll move you there. Target and attack.
Hmm?
Ooh, it's it.
Hey!
Got some hitters.
It feels like
There
slam.
you go.
You hit it into like just a solid sort of wall when you hit it. Next, Jolwyn. See, now when he's casting, it didn't show twice. What is up with that? Go for it.
Cast a Cure Light Wounds on Drug.
Gracias.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Woohoo, 2. All right. The creature just kind of holds its arms up and just it kind of shakes, and you see this kind of red aura around it, and it seems to move faster, and it attacks. Let me deal with that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Does it look like it's taking damage?
You just cast the spell, so you're not really focused on that. You can look next round. I mean, you can still make an act. Casting requires all your concentration, is why I said that. So,
Okay.
but I need to do something real quick.
So it got like a red aura around
Yep.
it. Wow.
Yep, it seems to be moving faster than it was before, and it is attacking in the same round. Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Oh my
Ouch.
god. Saw that coming. Ugh.
Bam!
Oh,
26 fucking damage. Oh my god.
Oh,
Jeez.
Sir
That
Finball.
Drog's
all right,
feel
gonna
that.
attack again.
Okay.
If only that 0 was a 0 instead of 2.
And,
All right, now you said, was there something with me attacking from the back?
Yes. Whenever you make your attack, there is an option for normal / rear / something else. You want the rear.
All right, got it.
and then do you have flanking in here too, Mike? Like the +1?
That's what the rear. There's no flank. There's just rear.
Okay.
It's target poop shoot.
Target
There you go.
poop shoot hits. Hit AC -6. Bam! You hit it again. Feels like you're hitting a brick wall. Doesn't seem like you've done anything but put a little slice into the clay when your sword comes out.
Finfall?
Drog.
I thought maybe you needed magic weapons to hit it, but it sounds like you didn't do any damage.
Yeah, and I got a
Ooh,
magic
that's a
sword.
miss.
You guys want to get hasted up?
Might be a
I'm
good idea.
doing
I'm
Cure
gonna hit.
Serious on Drug.
Okay. Drog. It doesn't. You don't. You. Well, not Drog. You haven't hit it once, have you?
Oh, I did too.
You did.
Yeah.
So, Sir Finfall and Drog, both of you are kind of getting the impression that your weapons are doing no damage to the clay creature.
Wonderful.
Okay, so Drog kind of shouts out that says melee's not doing anything.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure, absolutely. Bind GM roll, please.
Get hit it
Who
with
else
lightning.
has attacked this round? This would be melee wise. I think the only person that did a melee was Gunther. And did you miss? Or did you do something else? You did Cure Serious, never mind.
I missed.
I attacked.
Gunther, you did a Cure Serious this round. Let's see, what last round you missed?
Yes, I did.
And I don't think, Jason, you even hit, did you? You missed or did you hit?
No, I hit.
Yeah, you get the impression it didn't seem to slow it down at all with your particular weapon.
I'm clicking on Jolomon's character sheet for religion, and it's saying Gunthrid in the chat.
Do you have him targeted or something? Yes, you have him targeted. You have Gunther targeted. Or you have Drog targeted.
I have Drogue targeted, yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that. Do you have permissions for his character? Maybe you do.
I think so, yeah.
Let me change that, because that's probably what's happening. And I will look at that later if I remember. Let's see, Gunthrid, ownership. Yeah, I have Jolomon set to owner. I'll set to default.
Okay, I'm going to click it again.
Hold on. Okay, now do it.
Nope, still says Gunthrid.
I'll do it now. I don't know. Click the button and see what the skill check says, because I know he has 1 wisdom. I know you have another. You have 18 wisdom. He probably has 18 wisdom, so it's not really going to matter. Yeah, you both have 18, so it doesn't matter.
Is my dice, and I failed anyway.
Yes, you did. All right, somebody else is making a skills. No, it wasn't Gunther. All right, that was. We're actually on Nero's turn, so we should be doing Nero's turn. That it does take a round to do that. So when we get to Jalaman, just skip
fine.
to your. Okay, Nero. What do you?
Yeah,
answer?
I'm gonna hit everybody with haste, which is gonna double their movement and attacks, and
So-
-2 to initiative.
Yeah, you target them all and give them the haste effect. It should do that.
How do I mass target? Is what I'm wondering.
Shift T or Alt Shift left click. I think that'll do it. There you go.
Okay, and hit him with this.
And you hold on a sec. Let me click the cast on that. Let me look at the spell real quick. Let's see what it says. When this spell is cast, each affected creature functions double its normal. Oh well, it doesn't matter because the other thing is already hasted. So go for it. Everybody needs to increase their age by 1. Is any? Yeah. Technically, you all should make system shocks as well, but we're not going to do that tonight.
It's also -2 to each of their initiatives if they've.
Yeah,
rolled already.
It won't change their initiative this round. It'll change them next because
Okay,
you
next
just
round.
they already rolled.
Right. So they get an additional attack if the if they.
So
have-
that means Sir Finfall, you get 4. This is a odd round, so Drog will get 2, and then next round you will get 4. Drog. Everybody else, you get 2 every one. You'll get 2 this round. Casters still only get to cast 1 spell. Just make sure to go to your details, not details, your description tab, and set your age up 1 year. Like Sir Finfall, there's no way you're 18 years old. So
Yeah,
set
mine
that to
was,
what it is.
mine was wrong. I fixed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
set it
wow.
to something that
A
would be
year?
appropriate. Yeah, it is a year of age when you cast that
Oh
spell.
my God. Okay.
So if you're human,
Yeah.
so that probably, actually, if you click, let's see, does it have a template on it? It doesn't have a
And it-
template.
And this is in the details tab. I never seen the age on here where you could.
No, there's no details.
It's in description.
It's in description. You
Oh,
set your
okay, I see.
age. Yeah, just set your age base. You're human, so you. If you're putting haste on yourself, which I believe it's I don't have a template set up on that spell. It is 40-foot cube, so we can set a. Let me do a cube real quick, and I will add a template to this spell. The cast shape thing. Well, that's 40 feet. So it's gonna hit you no matter where you can put it.
Me. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put the effect.
Okay. So also age yourself.
Yeah, just did it.
But now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. All right.
G.I. Joe.
It's nice to know everybody knows what I'm talking about. All right, Nero, you are done. You can move to next combatant. Gunther.
I'm trying to clear targets so I could hit the effect on me. How do I quickly clear targets?
There is a button on the left side. It looks like a little circle with an X to it. It'll clear all targets. That is a mod that does that, though. That is not default behavior.
There you go. I'm hasty.
All right, Drog. You're
Okay.
attacking with the battle.
I have a warhammer.
Yep.
Can I switch to it freely?
You can
Or does it
drop
cost me
your
anything?
battle axe and make the attack, or you can sheath your battle axe and then draw your hammer and then attack next round. But you are hasted, so you can do that plus 1 attack. If you drop
Okay.
the weapon, you get 2 attacks.
Okay. I'm gonna sheath the battle axe and attack once with the warhammer.
Okay, go for it. Oh, wow, you are not
Man,
rolling well tonight.
I'm not rolling well tonight. No.
No. All right, Jason, you get 2 attacks this round. What are you gonna do? Or 2 actions this round, I guess I should say.
Well, the attacks don't seem to be doing any damage,
I recommend a blunt weapon.
which I don't have. Since my initiative comes before its initiative, I'm gonna attempt a tumbling test in lieu of making an attack. And if I succeed, then I get a 4 point
Minus 40
bonus.
AC. Yep.
Yeah.
So do it out in the open.
Oh, I did.
17. So you can move here. Oh, actually, you can move here, here, or here. Where do you want to go? There.
We're
Is
right
that one you
to the
want?
Yep.
Okay. So if he was attacking you, I will roll at a -4 AC. I think, yeah. We'll go on. Next person.
I always struggle with that too, Mike. Like when, you know?
Yeah. So what I'm going to roll, because there's like, technically right now, there's only 3 people around him, but it would be 4 because Jason was there. So I'm going to roll a 1d4, and if it would have went at Jason, I'll roll it at -4 as AC. So, gentlemen, do your cure serious? And I hope you roll
I
better
get a
than
religion
Gunther.
check, so if you
Oh,
maybe don't want
yeah,
me to
go
do this
next.
well.
No, don't waste it. Just go to the next person. Sir Finfall, your first 2 attacks.
Yeah, I used to have a footman's mace, but it looks like I don't have it anymore.
Looking at your combat, I see you have Bifrost Edge and Longbow. That is it. If you had it, I don't know what you did with it.
Yeah, I may give it. I think I gave it to somebody else.
Mm.
So really, the only blunt instrument I have is my fist, right?
Oh, please.
You have a couple options. Your character has you have your weapon, you have lay on hands, you have your bow, you have some skill checks.
Shield bash.
Shield bash.
You have a shield.
I hadn't thought about that. Okay, so I could use the shield bash.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can try that.
Right. How do I do that?
Just roll a default D20, and maybe we need just roll a D20 / roll space D20, 1d20. We are looking at your combat tab with a 9. We're looking at the roll of a 9 is AC 5. And do you have any strength bonuses on that? Never mind, doesn't matter. That hits. You roll a 1d6.
I wonder if I should try to wall of ice this thing and we should just book it.
All right, so that's 2 points.
Okay.
And then I could do a second.
Do you have a strength bonus on your damage?
3.
What?
Yes.
It's +3 to damage?
3. Yes.
So that would be a 5 total damage. Okay. All right. You do that. And what do you want to do next?
I'll do the same thing. Shield.
All right. Since you are hasted, you are allowed to do that. Another d20. Oof. 7. I think, where's the roll? 7 is AC 7, which is exactly what you need. Do another d6 and add the strength damage, like +3 / roll space 1d6 plus 2. I'll get it out here.
+3, right?
Whatever your damage bonus is. I'm sorry. Oh, 9!
Yeah.
All right. 1 second.
And then I wait till the end for the other 2.
The other 2, yes, delay, which is going to be after he goes. So now we're going to roll 1d4 because technically our boy Jason was next to him whenever he was deciding who to hit. 1, 2, which would have been Jason. So now he's going to make his attack against Jason. I will add a modifier on his roll to be -4 because your AC is better by 4. Modifier -4. And we will make the attack. And he misses.
Nice.
Haha.
Sir Finfall, 2 more attacks. Same thing as before.
Right. Same thing as before.
If you have a modifier to hit, add that to the d20 roll, please.
Okay, my strength shows a hit adjustment of 1 plus 1.
Okay, so do the d20 plus 1. And if you look at your combat tab, you can see it in the matrix. You can see like the bottom is the roll value and the top is AC you hit. You can tell me exactly what you hit. So with a 6,
I hit a 8.
AC 8, that is a miss. Make your second one.
Why are you doing it manually like that?
Because there is no attack set up for. Why did you roll twice?
Ooh, 25.
You rolled 2d. You rolled 2d20, man. You need to roll 1d20.
All right, let me try again.
Okay. The first one was never mind. Go ahead, Ron. That is definitely a hit. Give me the damage plus your +3.
7.
That is 7. All right. So the reason I made him roll manually is he does not have an attack for his shield. It's something we can add. It's probably something we should add for shields as an action. It's not something I thought about until now.
Yeah, it's in the fighter handbook. It's not in the.
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
D6. It's either D6 or
Yeah.
D4, and I went with D6 for now.
Right. Yeah. So you wanted to do like the shield bash and stuff.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like that book. A lot of
Are
little.
we supposed to subtract something from our initiative, or?
Yes, you are.
Uh,
-2. Everybody -2.
Oh, I should have done that.
Well, Jason and Nero, you guys are probably going to go before him anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. But I don't know why the effect is not adding it. I'll worry about it later. Yeah, so far all you guys are going before it anyways. I'll worry about it if Nero doesn't. And the golem itself seems to be just wildly swinging at different people. It doesn't seem to be focusing on anybody. It seems to be in a crazed state.
Does it look like it's hurt at all, guys?
You
Now,
can't really tell.
If I yelled out to move back, I'd like to hit. I mean, I don't want to meta game here, but I'd like to try to hit it with lightning or a wall of ice, something that can, like, do some mass damage to it.
I mean, you can tell. You can certainly yell at your party and say, "Hey, move away! I'm gonna do whatever." But depending on where your initiative is and where it is and where the party members are, it's gonna change things.
Yep, certainly is. Man, my spells are just too volatile. I'm gonna have to just forfeit. They're just too much.
So before you do that, let me look at your thing. Let's see. Yeah, the stuff you have is pretty much AoEs.
It's pretty volatile.
I mean, you could. I mean, a flaming sphere might not be bad if you put it over here, although it probably would hit Sir Finfall and come through.
Would. Yeah, these are all like, the offense spells are pretty brutal. I'll
hit it in the dick. I mean, you can tell them whatever you want.
No, I'll just delay, or I'll just forfeit it.
Go ahead and roll though, please. I mean, if you don't wait till the end of the round, just set your initiative modifier to 99. All right, Jason, you go first. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to see did the shield bash or any of these blunt attacks, have they done anything to it?
You can see dents where he hit it, but that's pretty much all you can see.
Yeah, what we know is that the edged weapons didn't seem to do anything.
And the shield slams are and that sort of thing. They're leaving, big smashes into the imprints into the clay creature.
And this room is otherwise just unremarkable, except for the fact that this dude's in here.
Or there were things on the floor. Let's see. It's a square room. It's slate and shell. Several weapons scattered around on the floor. That is the description.
What's scattered on the floor?
There's some
broadsword, spears, and some other things.
Are there any blunt weapons?
Let's see. No.
Okay.
It is a spear, a battle axe, a bastard sword, and a set of daggers.
I'm just gonna try to observe, and when these guys attack, see if we're doing anything. Otherwise, we should try and get out of here.
Sir Finfall.
All right, I'm going to attack again.
Okay, go ahead and do both D20s plus whatever your attack modifier is. We'll do them all at once.
Oh, you want me
the
to
first
roll
two, anyways. The first two.
D20? Okay.
No, not 2D20 because I'll add it together. Do both 1D20 plus whatever your mod is. And then you tell me what AC you hit on both of them.
Okay, so got a 10. That would actually hit armor class 4.
That's a hit. Next one.
Next attack.
That's a hit.
Ooh, yeah.
All right,
definitely.
roll 2D6 plus 6 because you can double these together because you hit twice. 11 damage. All right, and then move your initiative to the end of the round. Oh, wow. Hold on a sec. That sounded
Who
weird.
died?
Who died?
Who died? Good question. That can't be
Maybe
right.
the golem died.
Maybe that can't be
He's
right.
lucky.
He could have
That
had a
cannot-
crappy hit point roll, man. You never know.
That cannot be right. God, I didn't even look before we did that. What is his max?
Gone got mad.
How
because
much
I grinned
damage did
in
you
the ass.
do? You did 11 damage?
11 points, yeah.
And we've done... maybe I fucked up. Because that does not... So you did 7 last round. Yeah,
It's not showing the tombstone on him.
I don't know why. It's because I'm manually doing some stuff. Yeah, there we go. That is... Yeah, I mean, it looks like you've seriously kind of damaged his back. He's kind of like bent over on the right side, like the right side of him is messed up. And I think I just typed in the wrong number when I did the hit point adjustment. But it does look like you've caused some problems to him. Nero.
Yeah,
We're getting effect here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna hang back this round.
Okay, just end your turn. We'll go to Jolliman. Casting Cure Serious. Why did that not make a sound? That should have made a sound.
I heard it. It was just very faint.
It didn't?
Oh, you're kidding me.
That is balls, man.
I did the same thing.
I was about to say, I think Gunter did the same thing last round. That sucks.
Wow.
Sorry.
So it's like the rock bottom.
Yes, Drog.
I'm the worst. Healer.
Okay, so this is 2 attacks or?
Yes, it's an even round. You get 2 attacks this round. You get 2 now, and then 2 at the end of the round. Because you're hasted.
Man, that 19 was just.
It was
screwing
so
with me
there.
right
I thought you had a 19. All right, do another one.
I hate when that happens.
That's definitely a hit. All
That
right, roll
feels
damage.
better.
Yep.
That was an angry roll.
There we go, 5 damage. All right, move yourself to the end of the round. Gunthread is doing a attack with Warhammer +1. Come on, man, show him how to do it. You get 2 attacks this round. You can do them 2 right. That's a miss. Do the little hourglass to move. Well,
Nice hit.
we'll go ahead and let you do it now. Normally you would do that at the end of the round, but we'll go ahead and do it.
Tough son of a bitch.
Ooh, damage. All right, next. All right, bad guy's turn. We have 3 people, so we're going to roll 1d3. And number 1 is Finfall. Oh, it's going to be Drog. Is who he's swinging at.
Grog, you need to pull back after this.
Hopefully he doesn't hit.
Well, he's a dwarf from Myrmidon. He probably is not going to.
That -4 doesn't matter, but he swings twice this round because he is hasted.
Oh, that sucks.
Ooh, that's a smackadoodle. Wow, even with a -2, why are we at -2? Why are we at -2 and he still hit? Your AC, there's no way your AC is 7.
My AC is 2.
He's targeting himself. That's an idiotic maneuver. DM fault. Yeah, that did not hit. All right, he missed.
If he's hasted, don't forget to age him 1 year.
Okay, I'll remember that.
That should dry him up a bit, shouldn't it?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't matter.
All right, I'm going to do my 2 hits.
Go for it. Do them all at once, both attacks.
First hit.
Oh, nat 20,
No.
bitches. All right.
Oh, I like
Did the second one?
Amble.
What is that?
Bang.
I don't think that hits.
It's armor class 6.
That
Is that good?
that is a hit. His AC is 7, by the way. So 2d6 plus 6. Oh, this could be dangerous. Is he gonna kill him or not? He is not.
11
He
points.
is still standing. End your turn, please.
All right.
Drog your go. 2 attacks. That is a hit.
The haste did help.
Yeah.
Bam! 7 damage. Ooh, another
Yes,
hit.
there you go.
It absolutely.
Nice.
Nice hits.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Very good.
Boom.
Very well done. Pretty much all I can do is cheerlead.
Okay. Nero's gonna pull out the longsword.
Okay. It looks
might-
like the creature is kind of the clay is very the creature itself is kind of distorted. The shape of it is because you guys have beat it up so much. The legs are kind of like wobbly and kind of like misshapen. Same thing with the back. Since Sir Finfo has been hitting him in the back, his back is kind of bent out of what would normally be a person would just, it would be just, they would be like sideways sort of thing. It's just very distorted sort of stance. Sort of impulse.
Messed him up.
And if you hit it with the longsword, you might try either hitting it with the pommel or the flat of the blade.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to do another shield bash.
Okay.
2 of them.
he's a specialist too, so I could get up to 4 attacks on the second round.
That has got to be a miss. Yes, it is.
Ooh, that one definitely missed. Yeah, 11.
And a 5 is a miss as well.
Yeah.
End of round.
Okay.
Jason,
I'm gonna
what do you
move-
want to do?
I'm gonna move back a little bit behind Nero just to make sure no one comes in behind us.
End your turn. Nero.
Yeah, I'm gonna move in. Here, why don't I do this the correct way and hold down Alt?
Control.
Or command if you're on a Mac.
He is not. I know what he's on. So you can do that all at once. I'm gonna move you back, and so you can kind of fiddle with it. If you hit hold the control while you're doing that and click left mouse, it'll track where your waypoints are, and then when you get to the point you want to be, you hit spacebar and it'll move to that position. If you want to go ahead and try it again, it's like hold control while you're trying to move your token, and then hit left mouse, and then move up, left mouse, and then right, and then left mouse and hit space. There you go.
That's the problem is I wasn't hitting
Yeah.
right click for the waypoints.
It took me forever to figure that. And the benefit of that is it tells you the total of space that you've moved, which in this case it doesn't matter, but sometimes it does. So
I have
so
to
you
ask
move.
every week.
Yeah, I don't. It's very just non-intuitive for me, as well.
Yep.
So you move less than 60 feet. Actually, let me see what your move base is.
My move base is 8, so
8.
that would be 80, and I moved 35, right?
It would be 4 is what you can move. Yeah, so that's 30 feet where you're at, so you can get your attack at the end of it. A single attack.
Would it be? Oh yes, absolutely single.
Half your move you can do a single attack.
Yeah. Normal attack, 0 modifiers. Dice fill visit. Oh my god, almost a 20, but I hit him.
Nice.
Yep, hit by 4.
You fucker. It like landed on the edge of the screen off the 11 and bounced back to the
You hit the thing with your sword, and you just like your sword almost kind of sticks into it when you do it, but it feels like you're hitting like a brick wall. Going through.
I'm just there to be a distraction at this point. Oh, almost the 20.
That's it. It's only got
I've
an
seen,
AC
like,
7.
3 almost criticals.
Yeah.
Last 5 minutes.
Oh, and Gunther smashes it,
yeah.
crushes it, kills it, and takes it
Nice.
out.
Nice job, man.
Well done, Gunther.
What a pain in the ass that thing was, huh?
Yeah, just as an FYI, it does. It takes no damage except from blunt weapons, magic or not. So you could you could have a +10 longsword and it wouldn't take any damage.
I knew it was something. I thought it was magic weapons or maybe iron. I knew it was something.
The golems all have a gimmick. It's just
Exactly,
I don't
I know.
remember what they all are. So
Note to self: buy blunt weapon back in town.
Yeah. So, like I said, there are 2 daggers on the ground. There's a spear, and I think it was a spear and a battle axe. Let me double check, make sure I'm not lying to you.
well, Drog would
Yeah,
really
a
like
spear,
to check out
a
the
battle axe, bastard sword, and a pair of daggers.
I'm gonna grab the spear I threw.
Okay. The battle axe itself looks like it's rusted, not very well preserved in the environment that it's in.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
What does the spear look like?
Looks old. The point is metal, rusted.
I have detect magic up if you want to throw the gems we found earlier and that stuff in a pile.